There it is. We're getting live. We're doing it. It's there. Unbelievable. But totally believable. Ready?
Yeah.
Hello, welcome to Blowhards, episode 90. Ryan Hess.
Yeah.
And Eric Pena.
That's me.
That's what's up.
Let me check my volumes first. See what we're doing.
I can't even, we don't even know if we can hear each other.
That's what I'm saying. Okay, no, yeah, I can hear you.
Is it
Oh
good?
no, you just whacked it. Now it doesn't work anymore. Just turn the tap all the way up.
What's happening? What are you talking about?
Okay, there we go.
Okay.
Yeah, we're good.
Good. Good
Bam.
enough.
All right, cool.
All right. There's fucking waveform. Wait, is that going?
Yeah, it's going.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
No, it's not. All right. Well, good thing I stopped because we got to start over. All right. Welcome to Blowhards, episode 90. I'm Ryan Hess. With me is Eric Pena. Take 2 because I'd only recorded 20 seconds last time for some fucking reason.
Yeah, you did.
But we caught it within the first minute instead of doing a whole hour and a half.
Oh yeah, it's been a while. I mean,
That
it's
would
about the
suck.
time for an anniversary of that.
No. So what's up?
Oh man, not much. I'm trying to decide some like what things I'm gonna buy. So
For what? Like gun shit?
yeah, mostly. It's really hard. Anyways, what about you? What have you been up to? Because I know you haven't been playing shit except Tetris.
That's not true.
Yeah?
Tetris 99 is the best. Everyone should play that shit.
It's really good.
Yeah.
I haven't seen you like that hyped up over a video game in a long.
Well, because it came out the 13th.
Yeah.
Direct.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah. Well, then the 14th and the 15th I had to work. I just did it for like 8 hours. Like my work Wi-Fi is just enough that I can connect. I'm like, oh yeah. So it was like fucking almost like, I mean, I have customers or whatever once in a while, but mostly I was just like.
I mean, if you lose a Tetris match, God, even Tetris is fucking stupid battle royale now.
It's great.
But this is probably the best battle royale game out there.
Yeah. Well, I saw the thing on the. We'll talk about the Nintendo Direct in a bit, but like. I saw the announcement. I was like, "Oh, it's finally a battle royale. I'll play." Because I'm not fucking downloading Origin for Apex Legends or whatever garbage.
Everybody's playing that right now.
I know, except for me, Tetris.
I'm not playing it either.
Tetris.
I'm not gonna play that. I don't think it's gonna be worth the time effort or the time
it's not
investment.
worth downloading Origin and remembering my password for Origin and doing all that shit. I just don't want it. It's bad.
Yeah, I mean, everybody seems to enjoy it. Whatever. I'm glad they're having fun.
I mean,
Go have fun.
I almost would have, but then Tetris came out.
How much was Tetris?
It's free.
What?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so that's what's cool about
Okay.
it.
Well,
So I
yeah,
guess we'll
that's
talk
great.
about this right now, but like it's free if you have Nintendo Online. But I think if you don't have Nintendo Online, you just can't get it. Like it's like a perk for having Nintendo Online. Like it's like you can't just buy it. Like you have to have it. Like it's like the Super or the NES controllers. Like you have to have it to be able to buy it. Even it's like that, but it's free. So, but it's free with the Nintendo Online, which is like fucking $3 a month or whatever,
Which isn't all that much, so you can
or
definitely do that.
less. What is it? It's like $20 a year or something.
Yeah.
So
I mean,
whatever.
people don't like to pay the whole year for some reason, even though they know it's going to be cheaper.
Yeah.
They'd rather do the $5 a month or $4, whatever. It is.
Yeah. I mean, that's
Whatever,
already
Starbucks.
it's already worth it to me for Tetris.
Tetris.
Yeah.
I'm glad you're having fun with it. I was watching you play.
It gets intense. It gets crazy.
It seems like it's the type of game that's going to give me anxiety. Like I get anxiety when I was playing PUBG. I played it for a little while,
Yeah.
and it gave me really bad anxiety once
Yeah.
everything got closer to the end. And this one just seems the fact that it notifies you. It's like, oh, there's 50 players left.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then 10. When you get to the top 10, it gets even faster and everything.
And
Yeah.
you're playing, and it seems like you're just playing. It's not like ranked at all. It's just like, okay, you're just or not ranked. It seems like there's no like matchmaking. It's just like, hey, here's 100 random
It's whoever's
people.
playing it. I mean, there's like a level system, but it's basically just how long you've played. Like I've seen dudes that are like level 40 or whatever, and they're like in the bottom, like
Oh, they just
50 or
they just
whatever.
really like Tetris.
yeah. It's just, I mean, yeah, just you get experience no matter what. Obviously, you get more if you're better, but
Okay,
yeah.
well, that's cool.
I'm like 20 something in that game right now, but it's just because I keep playing. Like you saw this, some games I get like 70 or something, and some I got like top 20 or whatever. Like it's I haven't gotten higher. Like I got third once, and I was like, are people not paying attention to me? Like I just got lucky with like brick placement and shit. I don't know.
That's kind of how
But-
most of the battle royale
Is
games
it?
work. Is that if nobody's paying attention, you can make it to the top.
Yeah.
We just got to get to that. You can just be opportunistic.
I've seen dudes online though that are kind of crazy at it. Like they like from the get go they do like they press up to like drop quicker, like the instant drop, and they just do that from the like. I'm like, oh fuck, it's nuts.
That's how I used to play Tetris.
It's so good. Like I'm really bad at like looking at what brick is coming up. Like I just every once in a while I'll see like the very next one, but like I can't like plan like 4 ahead and be like, oh, here's the shape I'm gonna make and whatever. Cause I don't feel like that's a good way to play for me anyway. Just because like all of a sudden I'll have like fucking 8 little rows of gray bricks.
It messes
I need
with
to
the whole flow.
like I can't plan ahead if suddenly I'm gonna get attacked like that. So but yeah, there's like people attack you and shit. Because it's like random, or you can attack people that are attacking you back, or attack people that have gotten like badges for being good, or you can attack. You can KO people, which is like you switch your attacks to people that are like in the red, like they're about to die. Like they could be like trying to make like a saving thing. You're just like, oh, I'm gonna switch to attacking people that are like suffering, and just end them. So it's pretty interesting.
That's probably what I would do. Just do it all the time.
Do that. You can switch it when it's depending on when it is. Like
Okay.
at first you attack attackers because everyone's attacking each other, but like once it's like top 50 or like the last 50 people, like then people are like starting to struggle. Like you don't want to do it right away because everyone's starting with nothing right away.
So just gonna attack random people.
Yeah.
Either way, it looks like a lot of fun. I'm probably gonna have to download it because I haven't played my Switch in a little while. I stopped playing Hollow Knight a little while ago, but I do need to beat that.
So good.
And then there was another game. Oh, there's a bunch of demos that I need to try. Evidently, I forgot because we just watched the Nintendo Direct.
Yeah, we'll get to that too. But
I gotta try a whole bunch of different stuff, and I want to play Tetris real bad.
Tetris.
Can you play like just 1 versus 1, or is it just only online?
It's only online. Yeah, 99 people.
I don't want to see. I'll play. I'll be like, there.
Well, yeah, I had my friend Tony over the other day, and we were trying to like we try to like reset at the same time and see if we can get in the same. I don't think we ever got in the same game, but it was interesting to try to do that. And it's just fun. I'm just fucking. It's so frustrating sometimes, but it's so good. I was like, God damn it. I don't know. I'm not good at those games either. Like there are people that have been like waiting for this shit. Like they play like every Tetris game that comes along. And, like you can just tell. Well, yeah, it's always the same game, but people like when you play a different Tetris game, and when it's like solo, like just you versus the computer or whatever, like you as you advance levels, it goes like quick from the get go.
Yeah.
So it's like in this game, it starts off slow and then eventually gets quick. So you never like get practice being quick until you're at the end of it. It's like I don't have the experience of like previous games to be like I know how to do this when it's quick. Like I just have to learn as I'm doing. I'm like fuck. So I end up putting shit like one square over.
That was so funny.
That happened a couple times when you were watching. I was like, God damn it.
I get that, but I can like feel the frustration coming out of you, which is like the funny.
You're just, oh God.
You're just like,
it's like fucking shit. It's so bad. Well, and then there's like people have reported people that use the Pro controller. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people accidentally push the because the D-pad's like a big like button basically. They accidentally press up and like place a thing before they mean to. So, like the best way I found to play it is handheld. With the Joy-Cons connected and like using that D-pad because the D-pads are just buttons, so it's like very conscious of like you have to go and press a different.
How many
button.
clicks?
Exactly, yeah. So my wrist is fucking killing me though because it's been like hours in a row of just like tapping to like rotate the blocks and shit. I'm just like, oh my God, it sucks.
That's great, man.
It's so fun.
I really want to try it. I'm gonna give it a shot.
Yeah.
What else have you been playing? So I tell you, I haven't been playing anything until last night.
You?
Yeah.
Well, wait, what was it again?
Well, no, they re-released some extra content for Resident Evil 2.
Okay.
It's like extra timed missions. They're kind of funny. They're basically like all the side characters that you meet. It's just kind of like alternative stories to the alternative endings to their stories. Mm-hmm. Like it's just water dripping down your beard.
I can't even feel it.
I know you can't.
It sucks.
I can't.
Ugh.
I'm like,
sorry.
That's fine. But I was playing a lot of that, and you can unlock silly things like you can unlock a giant skull for your face. Just because
it's
just like a giant. It's like way too big for you, but you just you get bitten by zombies and the skull's like ah.
Sure.
And then just random stuff like that, and then you can unlock a fourth. It basically they're like just extra little side type. They're a free DLC, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'm not upset over it.
Cool.
But I just want to have more. I want Mercenaries mode to come back from Resident Evil 4, which is just like survival. There's like a survival mode from the very first part of the game where you start out in like a little convenience store or like a little gas station, and in the alternate ending for that one or in the alternate setting for that one, you play as one of the cops that you find in there, and you basically have to kill 70 zombies before they kill you. Then they just keep breaking in through the doors. It's fun. It's basically like just zombie mode, but like in a room that's this big.
That sucks.
It's fun. You get unlimited ammo for the pistol. Everything else you have to unlock.
Yeah. Huh.
Mm-hmm. You should give it a shot.
Yeah.
When are you gonna play that?
I don't know. I have so many other games to play. I'm trying to do Rain World still.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. How's that going for you?
That's like the past couple days I've played it I found this area that has like this like little golden like pearl or something. I don't know what it is, like a little orb that's gold.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it's for, but I want to get it. And every time I can get to it, or sometimes I don't make it, but sometimes I get to it and then I can't make my way back. Like I try to, and then I get killed by fucking every lizard, or like, suddenly I'm like, oh hey, there's a lizard that's like blending in with the background, and then here's like 2 more that are fighting each other, and they fucking get me, and it sucks.
It's an orb
like
that attracts lizards.
Huh?
It attracts lizards.
Maybe, I don't know what it is. I just have bad luck in that game too. But I'll just keep dying because like there's a thing where it's like if you die, your karma gets lower. There's like karma symbols that let you get through different doors and shit. And mine's just always at the bottom because I keep fucking dying. But it's not like frustrating for me though. I'm just like, oh, what? Just bad luck. Or I'm like, oh, okay, I know what I should have done there. And
can you reset it at all?
What do you mean?
Like instead of going through the death animation, just like, oh, I'm dead, log out of the game and then log back into it so you can play it. So that way you don't lose your karma.
No.
Cheesing it?
No, you can't cheese it. Yeah, I don't think so.
Save scumming it. Like a casual.
It tells you like right away when you've died. Like it's like it's not such that I can like anticipate when it's gonna happen. Usually, like sometimes I feel like I can escape because even like there are times when like a lizard thing will eat you or like have you in its mouth and it'll carry you to like another screen, but then like another one will start fighting it and you can get away. So it's like you're not actually dead, but it'll tell you game over to just like give you the option to quit out, but you can still make it. So
right, I think I've seen
interesting
you do that before.
like that. But,
okay.
And I did that. I actually did that once recently, but it's crazy. And then I've been trying to stream things more. I still can't figure out like a schedule for that, like what I want to do for it. I think I want to do like Mondays and Wednesdays. I was gonna do Tuesday and Thursday, and do a new game on Tuesday and like a older game on Thursdays. It was gonna be Newsday Tuesday and Throwback Thursday.
You're dumb.
It was great.
That's fine.
But then I found out that Harkins does Tuesday night classics, and sometimes I want to go see an old movie, and movies come out on Thursday nights now. So I was like, maybe I'll do Monday, Wednesday and stuff, and probably do the same thing. But then I won't have the clever naming conventions.
Newsday Monday.
The Monday.
I mean, it's not going to do anything much of anything on.
But
Monday
like,
night.
what I do know is that I did 3 days in a row last week of like the same game, and I was like almost burnt out on it. I'm like, I need to do something else.
You were playing Grand Fandango, weren't you?
Which is cool. That's a neat game.
Have you never played it before?
No.
Okay.
It's hard.
Yeah.
Like I'm not using like a guide or anything. I'm just like I'm trying to like use use the deck of cards on the clown. Like that doesn't work.
Like, yeah, it's basically just trial and error.
And I try to like name those like I name the episodes of this show like when I'm done with it. And the first one I was like trying to use the fire extinguisher on everything, and like every time you do that, he's like, "That's not on fire." That's why I called that episode. That's not on fire. I'm like, oh yeah. I get so sick of hearing that. I'm like,
the game's really funny.
Yeah, the fucking script is great. And like the way the characters like talk, like the delivery of everyone's lines is fucking awesome.
It's hard to think.
It's like totally bonkers though. There's like a whole like resistance and shit. Oh my god.
It's a really old game.
Yeah, it's fun though.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, when that came out, because it was remastered for like 20th anniversary or something, right? So,
yeah, that was like 3 years ago when that got remastered.
Yeah, so like 90 something,
1995, I think.
Maybe, but I guess I could look it up. But I don't know.
What
else did I do?
Did you stream anything else?
I don't think so. No, not yet. I gotta get like a second monitor so I can do console stuff. To like plug it in with like a Elgato or whatever.
That's true.
So,
yeah, you still have your Elgato.
I do, but I want to get a new one because that one's old. It doesn't capture 60 frames per second, which is like a lot of games now.
It doesn't? I thought you had the new one. The new one that was like...
Mine's just HD.
Oh.
It'll do up to 1080.
HD.
HD.
Not 4K.
Whatever. Everything I want to stream right now is on Switch, so that's what I...
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point. It's not like you're going to be missing out on anything.
No. Yesterday? 2 days ago? I don't know. I went over to see Brian.
Oh, yeah.
And we were just talking. And he was like, he's like, hey, have you heard of this game Moonlighter? I'm like, yeah. He's like, yeah, it's on Switch. I was thinking about getting it. I'm like, oh no, he got it on like PC, I think.
Yeah.
But he showed me it was on Switch. I was like, oh, it is on Switch. I was like, oh, it's on sale. And I thought about it, and I went home and thought about it more. And I woke up in the middle of the night. I'm like, I'm gonna buy it. So I haven't started that yet, but it'll be something.
I have that too. I still haven't started it either.
I gotta finish other games. There's so much shit to play.
But Moonlighter looks like so much fun. I have to beat Hollow Knight first, and then I have to beat Moonlighter.
Yeah.
I can't play Moonlighter until I get done with Hollow Knight.
Good.
Which will be a little while from now.
So good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How long did it take you to beat Hollow Knight, do you think?
70 hours or 79 hours. Okay. I did everything though.
Okay.
Like everything. All the DLC that was available.
That's right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad. Ironically, do. What are you doing?
I'm checking my movies I watched. Because I watch movies. Because that's what I do. Yeah,
Okay. What did you watch?
I only watched 2 since last week.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Well,
So
you got busy, huh?
It was on Valentine's Day. I was sad.
All right.
Valentine's Day sucks
Okay.
for me. And I'm
Fine.
like, oh, all my friends are in couples. What am I going to do? Kill myself? Not yet. So
That's it.
um,
I have dyslexia, ADHD, disorder, processing disorder. Nice.
Oh.
That's a mouthful. Like I think he's
dyslexia, ADHD, ADHD,
anxiety,
emotional behavior disorder, language processing disorder. Good luck.
Yeah.
All right. You typed that out really well, though. For
Yeah.
all that. What were we talking about? Movies.
Yeah.
So I went to the fucking doctor.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Well, because I was supposed to. Okay, so 2 weeks ago, I was supposed to get my boot off, and he's like, "Oh, you're not healing as well as I thought," or like something like that. So he's like, "Oh, it should probably be 2 more weeks though." And then like I went back on Valentine's Day 2 weeks later, and he's like, "Oh, you're still not healed. That sucks." And he's like, 3 more weeks. I'm like, "What?" So I was supposed to get it off 2 weeks ago. And he's like, on Valentine's Day," and so I was just like more depressed.
Yeah.
And I was like,
I still
"This
have my
sucks."
boot on.
So
I'll go see a movie.
I took myself out for Valentine's Day.
Aw.
I went to the movies. I saw 2 movies in a row.
How long were you at the movie theater? Like just straight up 5 hours?
5 hours
Oh
probably.
my God.
4-ish, 4 and change.
Yikes, bro.
I mean, I got there. My first showing was at 6:15,
Mm-hmm.
and the second one was at 9.
Valentine's sucks. Yeah, it probably does.
It does.
I don't know. I whatever. Go ahead. Keep going.
It sucks if you're alone.
Yeah.
Unless you know how to do whatever you want, like me.
Like go see movies.
Go
by
see
yourself.
movies. Well, everything else has like people being like.
Wow, it has been a while.
It's
Hasn't
like
it?
I don't know how it works. I'm gonna be alone forever at this point. I don't give a fuck.
Okay, keep
Don't
going.
matter.
So you went to go see Valentine's movies
Oh,
by
I
yourself?
can't see through my tears. Yeah, so I went and saw Cold Pursuit, which is a fucking mediocre as shit movie.
Oh, yeah.
I thought it looked like Taken in the snow. It's not. It's like it starts that way. It's like Liam Neeson plays an old guy whose son dies of mysterious circumstances, and then he like starts like hunting down the guys that are responsible. He's like, "Who you killed my son?" He's like, "Yeah, but this guy told me to do it." He's like, "Okay," and then he kills that guy anyway, and then he goes on to the next guy, and then he eventually stops, and then like the bad guy that's like has all those henchmen. He's like, "Oh, somebody's killing my dudes," but it's surely not some random old man. It must be the Indians. And then like it gets into this whole like
What?
race war thing. It's like so bizarre, and like the like all the deaths in that movie have like weird comedic timing. Because like every time there's a death, it shows like the person's name. Like it shows like their actual name and then like their fucking gang name and then like whatever religion they are at the top. It's like a cross or like a fucking falcon for Indians or like a fucking peace sign or like the Jewish thing or whatever. It doesn't matter.
That's weird.
Just for some extra thing. I don't know, but and it's just so bizarre. Which is like it's just like don't worry, you'll be fine. And then like it cuts to black and it's like that guy's name. It's like okay, but it's just like the whole movie's played like totally serious. And it's like this weird action thriller or whatever. Like there's a part. I'm just gonna ruin it. I don't care. There's a part.
Wait, hold on. So my boyfriend broke. Brooke?
With me a week before Valentine's Day. That sucks.
Yeah, he didn't want to get you gifts. You should. It's all right. You're better off. Anyways,
Yeah,
go.
probably. There's a part at the end where he's just like, because his job is driving a snowplow and he lives. Spoilers, I guess. But like, there's a part at the end where he's just like totally straight faced and like him and like the like head Indian guy are like in the snowplow together, just like doing his job, just plowing snow. All of a sudden, this guy's like parachuting. He was like parachuting like halfway through the movie and you forget about him and he comes back later and he's parachuting. And all of a sudden he gets sucked into the fucking snowplow. And it's like, and I'm like, what? It's like, that's how it ends. It's like, what? Like, this guy lost his, like, son and, like, his wife left him and shit. There's no resolution there. He's just like, whatever. Just doing my job. And it's like, it's just like, spits out this fucking Indian guy. I'm like, all right. Sorry. They're all Native American. My bad.
It takes place in. Where does it take place?
Just outside of Denver. Some place called, like, Kohei or
Oh, okay.
some, like.
It's a weird place to put a movie.
Yeah.
All right.
That's where snow is because it has to be snow for some reason. It was bizarre. Yeah, there's actually because they keep saying he's like, oh, the fucking Indians and they're Native American guys or whatever. But there's a shot where there's a scene where they're all like in the Native American like headquarters or whatever, and they're like they like at one point somebody like sends them ahead of their guy, be like, "Oh, see, it's a peace offering. We're fine." And then like they tell like some secretary chick like, "Hey, go take care of this." And she's like, "Make the fucking Indian do it." And there's an actual Indian guy, like Eastern Indian.
Oh,
I was like, "Wow." The racism never ends. It's amazing.
that's a weird movie.
It's so bizarre. I'm like, what? And like it's like starring Liam Neeson. He's like in the first third, and like he kind of like it shows up every once
Like
in a while.
he's
But it's like it's like not focused on him though. Like it's the same thing as the Foreigner, that Jackie Chan movie.
Oh yeah.
Like all of a sudden it focuses on like the fucking like Irish government and shit. I'm like, what is it? Like it's bizarre. I don't know why people do that.
I like The Foreigner.
Whatever. Yeah.
Like
Anyway.
you got your caterpillar thing on there.
What?
Nothing. Anyways, keep going. That's in the sound. It looks like a caterpillar.
Oh.
Yeah. Anyway, so okay, did you like it at least?
No.
Okay.
Like it's a weird thing. Like it's I didn't not like it, but I wouldn't see it again, and I can't tell anyone to watch it. But like I don't know, it killed 2 hours, so that was nice.
There's only
It
22 more hours.
It wasn't like Jungle Book where I was like just pissed. I was like, this movie fucking sucks. Except for Christopher Walken being a big gorilla and singing. That was fun. But like, the rest of that movie sucked. Scarlett Johansson's a snake. Yeah, great. Anyway, and then I saw, then I got pizza at the movie theater. Cause I was
How
like,
romantic.
I know.
Was it shaped like a heart?
Nah, it was shaped like a weird oblong oval thing.
I love what pizza looks like.
They're like, and they say, on their menu it says flatbread, pepperoni flatbread, and then they're like, "Hey, here's your pizza." I'm like, yeah, why'd you even bother changing it up? It's just like thin crust pizza. Yeah, it's small. It was good though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was it like one of those?
And I got a fucking third loyalty cup because I keep forgetting to bring them with me. I need to keep those things in my car.
Yeah.
I know. It's
You just wash them out in the bathroom like an animal.
Nah, I'm gonna clean them at home and then put them in my car.
You're gonna forget to put them in your car.
I know. I have so far. I got it though. Anyway, then I saw that Alita Battle Angel movie.
Really?
Yeah.
How was that?
Surprisingly good.
What?
Yeah. I was surprised. I was like
That movie looks like dog shit.
Going into both, I was like, oh, this Liam Neeson one will probably be good. It'll be like Taking in the Snow. That'll be decent. Like it'll be fun. People are calling it his best movie since the Gray and shit. I'm like, okay, that might be all right. And then I was like, I saw the Alita one. I'm like, oh, adaptations are weird. I don't know if that's gonna be good or not. And it was totally opposite. Alita's great. So Alita's like, I mean, it's a 2-hour movie, and they have to fit a lot of things into it to make it work.
Mm-hmm.
So, and like what suffers for it is like the character development, which sucks. Like you get to see who she is, and they develop her character really well. But it's like here's like her father figure, and like she loves him now, and like here's her love interest, and they're like super good now. It's like what? Like it's just
so it kind of rushes.
You kind of have to accept that before it moves on, which is fine, I guess. But it's like when those characters are like happy because of something or like in peril or whatever. It's like I don't care. Like you can get to know them long enough to really give a shit. But you care what she thinks because it's all about her and it's good. So, but it's like this weird, like cyberpunk action movie with like rollerball in it or whatever.
Yeah, I saw that in the trailer.
So
that kind of, and she has a sword or something, or like
she has a sword at one point, yeah. But there's like
she puts
all the fights are like really good and like super clear. Like you can tell what's going on despite it being like it's fucking CGI craziness. Which the effects are really good too. It looks super dope.
Is this technically an animated movie?
What do you mean?
Is it an animated movie or is it just a regular?
There are characters that are robots, and those are animated. But like it has Christoph Waltz in it. He's just Christoph Waltz. So and he has like a big fucking like scythe pickaxe thing. It's weird.
Did he do a good job in it?
Yeah, he's good.
Okay.
Yeah, but again, it's like they kind of show him, and he's like, "I have a daughter, but not anymore, and now you're my daughter." And it's like, what?
So he's like Dr. Light?
Sort of. He's like Dr. Light if Dr. Light was also fucking Helsing or something. Like, it's interesting. Because
I didn't watch I don't think I watched the original.
It's like a manga.
Yeah, I never read of it. So
Yeah,
I'm like, maybe that's where it's hard to have like a manga beak sort of.
Well, that's what I'm saying. It's a series that's turned into like a 2-hour movie or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Which they also like ended on a cliffhanger, which I was like, fuck it. Like by the end of it, I was like, fuck, I want to see. Because at the first, I was like, okay, this is kind of like middling. Like it was just like, they're rushing some shit. But then it gets into it, I'm like, oh. And by the end of it, you're like, fuck, I want more. It's good.
Okay.
It's really good.
Okay, that's
there's
weird.
There's like a lot of good like lore and like world building and shit. Like they just kind of like put you in this world and like you kind of like experience it as she does because she has like memory loss because she fucking fell from really high or something. But
she was trash.
She was trash, yes. So it's good. The very end, you see like the main villain is like up in some sky city, and he can like mind control like people that have cybernetics, or he can like assuming direct control. He's like Harbinger, or whatever. But he's like a regular dude with like white hair, and he's like these crazy big like sci-fi goggles on or whatever. And at one point, he's like looking down like directly at the city, like not through like anything. And he like takes the goggles off, and it's Edward Norton. It's like, what the fuck?
That's where he's been. I haven't seen Edward Norton act in like 20 years.
Well, he's always in like art shit now too, so it's interesting that he chose to do this movie because it's
That's
like
weird.
They could have got any like weird dude or whatever, but they got.
Did he do a good job? I love Edward Norton.
Well, so that's why it's like
he's like, I'm not allowed to be the Hulk anymore.
Like she figures out like the main like she like solves like the main bad thing in the movie or whatever, but then like he's built up as like this huge villain there. It's like that's why it's like the sequel when because fucking Edward Norton's great, and I want to see that shit. But yeah, and it plays with some stuff that's like expectations of like classic tropes for manga shit or whatever. She's like, oh, this character is gonna die, and then but not really. It's like, oh, but maybe not, or
but possibly,
or maybe yeah. So it's just they play with some stuff like that, and it's neat. And the character is like not just like weird like whiny character that figures out things or like she's pretty badass.
She develops herself well.
Yeah,
that's cool. That's awesome.
Yeah,
because I was saying that movie was gonna be shit from the get.
I thought it was too. And they
trash.
toned down her big eyes too.
That's what it was. Because I remember
it's not as bad.
They look really big in the original trailer.
So, I mean, they're still big in this, but it's not like cartoonish like that. Okay. Like yeah, if you look at the manga, it's like. Yeah, so
because I mean it was early manga stuff, so I mean it makes sense. It was like I think it was in the 80s. It was during that era.
Some probably 90s. 90s is when it was really bad like that.
It's just really bad. Am I kawaii Ugu and big lopsided eyes. That's good. I'm glad you like that. Well, I'm probably gonna have to end up watching it then. Probably watch it tomorrow.
Yeah, you go see it in theaters for sure because it's the big effects.
Did you watch it in IMAX?
No, I went to the.
I'm not paying $30.
Well, because I was just like. I wanted to go see a movie like spur of the moment or whatever, and I was like, there are some Harkins that don't have to do reserved seats still. I'm like, I'm just gonna go and see where I can fit in, and I did that.
Yeah, there's gonna be too many couples in these reserved seats.
I went to see that Cold Pursuit movie, and there's like mostly old people, and like at first I was annoyed because there's like this old couple behind me, and like the woman was talking the whole time. She's like, and like at first I was annoyed, but then I was like, it was funny like how out of touch and like weird she was, because at one point they show these two characters. That are they're like the bodyguards of this guy or whatever, and then like they're in a car together and like they hold hands like, oh, we're gonna go on vacation, and she's like, they're gay, gross. I'm like, wow, what the fuck? And then like there's a part where a guy gets his head cut off or whatever, and he's like holding up his head. She's like, this movie's fucking gross or whatever, and like her husband's like, no, it's good. She's like, that was the worst movie. Like when the movie was over, she's like, that was awful. He's like, nah, it was great. It's the best movie ever.
She loved the movie. Yeah, she hated the movie for all the wrong reasons.
Just, yeah.
Oh, that's amazing. Yeah. Sometimes you get those results.
They call up one of the gay guys. She's like, oh, good. I'm like, wow. Jesus Christ.
Who the fuck did you go see a movie with?
I didn't see it with them.
You sat in front of like...
I'm just saying it's old people.
The live action version of Cruella de Vil. I hate puppies.
I was just like, Jesus, lady, like whatever.
Oh my god.
So, but like at first I was like so annoyed, but I was just like, what fucking hot take does she have now? Like I'm ready to hear the next thing. Well, at one point she like leaves to go get like she got concessions. And I know all this just because I heard it behind me. Like, I didn't actually look back and see them or whatever. And she got, like, fucking Raisinets or some bullshit. And, like, 20 minutes into the movie, she's like, oh, I'm not going to eat this. I should return it. I'm like, what? You return shit at a concession stand? So she went and did that. And she gets up, and she turns to her husband or whatever. And she's like, I'm gonna go return this. And she's like, when I get back, tell me what I missed. It's like, fucking shut the fuck up. Like, I was so upset at first. And then she's like, and then, like, she comes back, and her husband's like, she's like, what I missed? He's like, just shut the fuck up and watch it.
He's like, nothing.
He's like, it doesn't matter. Like, she doesn't give a shit about the movie. Why does she want to know? All she cares about is a gay guy dies or whatever. It's fucking so dumb. Oh my god,
that's crazy.
Yeah, it was so funny. I was like,
wow. I don't really understand that. But
like, I mean, I don't care if you think that, I guess, but just fucking like, don't say it out loud when you're in a quiet theater. Like, fuck, I don't know, whatever. It's like. I mean, I guess you're just old and you don't understand how things are anymore, but just fucking shit. Like, how dumb can you be? Anyway, whatever.
Amazing.
News?
Yeah, let's go to the news. Christ. That's...
Fucking shit. All right. Let's see. Oh, Aladdin.
Oh,
They showed the genie. We haven't talked since then. So the fucking genie.
Looks terrible, man.
Can I pull up? Here, let's do the... I can switch to it. People can see if they haven't seen it yet.
This looks so
Genie.
bad.
He's blue. Oh.
He looks so bad. He looks like a stand.
I don't think he looks that bad. I think there are worse things in that trailer that I was upset about.
Like what?
So they showed the trailer. Let's see if I can find it.
The fact that Jafar is not
Jafar's not a fucking prisoner
Yeah.
or whatever. Like, how do they even get there then?
How do you
does that
how do
make
you do
sense?
that? You know,
Like, I don't know how that works. Let's see.
like it's like okay, Yago looks mysterious there. I don't know if he's
But
anything
like,
gonna be
yeah,
voiced.
that's just Jafar. Like
That-
he didn't like trick him. Like
Bring
how,
me the
what did I
lamp.
do? This.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
There's
Yes.
like a different
Bring
other
me
guy.
the
Like, who's that
lamp.
other guy with the torch? This torch guy?
yeah. It's
Like,
just
why would you do that?
he's just holding the torch.
IGN's video player is fucking garbage. Look, it's Jasmine.
Look at Raja. He just looks like a regular, or he, whatever. The
She.
tiger just looks like a regular tiger. It's
Which
dumb.
is fine.
No,
Where's the tiger? What do
the
you
tiger
want?
was supposed to be all smiley and stuff. It has
Whatever.
it like reacts.
The
to
bigger problem is the fucking most attractive Disney princess looks like
yeah.
this. No, she's fine.
You know what? One of the bigger problems is that
Elephant.
parade looks
Yeah.
incredibly boring compared to like
Well,
what they
because
could have.
yeah, there's no fucking like I don't know how they're gonna do all the effects like the magic shit for.
Yeah, I don't.
It's gonna be weird.
There's gonna be a rap.
It's gonna be what?
There's gonna be a rap.
Oh, that'd be so good.
Will Smith is gonna rap, and I'm gonna be very, very mad. I'm gonna be, oh my
Yeah.
god. He does.
Oh, I know he raps.
I don't want that. I mean that's fine. Whatever. It's for a new batch of kids.
Yeah, it's not.
That's fine. And you know they're really trying to grab onto that fucking like, hey, you used to like this 30 years
it looks
ago.
like it mostly follows the same kind of thing though.
No, it does.
Like
but
I mean, aside from him not being a prisoner, that really bugs me for some reason.
it
I
bugs
got-
me
I
a
got-
lot too.
Like I gotta see it why, but also it's just like, what if you didn't do remakes? What if you just did original shit?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the thing is, this remake is it doesn't seem as it's missing key scenes. It's missing the scenes that would make it more
Yeah, I don't know.
like if
I don't know if I want to see it though. You know.
I mean, it comes out like the day before my birthday. So the thing about this is that the key scenes that are missing are some of the funniest scenes. Like, or at least from what I'm able to tell.
When does it come out?
May 24th. Yeah.
You know what's gonna be upsetting about that is it'll be a week after, and we're gonna be like, there's gonna be a news shit that's like, oh, live action Aladdin tops fucking John Wick 3 at the box office. Kill yourselves. 'Cause that's what that John Wick 3 comes out. Let's see, a week before the 17th. When's the 17th?
It just looks weird. I want it because that scene where he's like your eternal reward. That's so good.
Yeah,
It's part of the whole. That's like
but he's not there anymore. It's just him as a dude.
Because I imagine it'd be so funny if we have this actor that looks like a good Jafar.
Yeah.
If he was trying to be fun, trying to be sneaky and dressed as like a weird guy, and these guys
What,
got like
what
fucking
else is
French fry
interesting
teeth.
is like I don't know how they're gonna do. Like there was a certain amount of sass you got from the fucking carpet. I don't know how
Yes.
they're gonna do that. I mean, hopefully they can do it well, but like I don't know how they're gonna make like 40 fucking genies and him like juggling his own heads and shit. Like, I mean, maybe they just won't do that, but like, what are they have to do something to, you know, substitute that, and there's not. It's just not gonna be as good, and I'm sad about it. But it couldn't be no matter who it was. Like it's not Will Smith's fault, I don't think.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's.
But-
It's definitely not Will Smith's fault, but it also just kind of looks like it just doesn't look right.
You know, it doesn't look right. Is the fucking Dumbo remake movie?
Yeah, that one also doesn't look right.
Well, they
It's
can't
like
even-
the
you can't-
Alita Battle Angel of Disney movies.
Except for that's the lead is good.
With,
but
like,
yeah,
the
Dumbo.
biggest eyes.
I don't even know. Like, how are they gonna do that movie? They can't do those crows. Like they're gonna have to change so much about that movie. I don't know. That'll be interesting. They probably can't have him do like the pink elephants thing either, because you can't.
No, you can't do
drinking elephant.
I don't know.
Next.
Next.
Oh wait, there's gonna be a fucking live action Lion King.
Oh yeah, it's all CG.
Yeah, it's like a fucking cartoon HD remake. It's just like they should just make that movie the way they're going to with like the CG animals or whatever.
Yeah.
And then just like use the same audio track from Lion King and just remake it exactly.
They don't have to revoice it. Yeah,
That's the thing though, is like they're doing that movie and they're recasting like the voices or whatever,
Yeah.
but they're still getting James Earl Jones. Like they could just replay his audio But he's alive, so I guess they want to give him money.
How old is he now?
I don't know.
It's like 1,000 years old. God. They couldn't get James Earl Jones to do the genie? That'd be hilarious.
It's fun doing everything. 88 years old.
God. He looks like he's 88.
Look at that fucking mustache.
Yeah. That's an old picture, man. God. Did you saw Coming to America, right?
A long time ago.
Yeah, I love that fucking movie. I am Prince Jabu Jaffa.
But yeah, because that movie is like a musical, Lion King.
Mm-hmm.
How are you going to do that? But they have Simba as fucking Childish Gambino, so maybe they'll just rap also. Everything's going to be raps. What have they done live action of so far? They did Jungle Book. They did Cinderella.
I like Cinderella.
Does
Cinderella's
Maleficent count as fucking Sleeping Beauty, or are they going to do it different?
It's its own thing, but
Okay.
Maleficent was fun.
What about they did Beauty and the Beast?
That was okay.
Now they're doing Aladdin and Lion King and Dumbo. What else can they do? Tarzan. Tarzan's had other shit though.
Yeah, Tarzan has that other shit,
And
and that was live action. And it wasn't done by Disney.
they should do live action Atlantis. That'd be dope.
Atlantis was really good.
Yeah.
Atlantis
They should
was
just
really
market.
good.
They should just market that. They should do an Atlantis remake and just market it as like a new thing. Like don't even let people, because people don't remember that fucking movie. I mean, maybe they do, but
They'll do a live action Fern Gully.
live action fucking Black Cauldron.
Yeah.
No one remembers that movie.
Yeah, nobody watches that. Anyways.
Anyway. Aquaman 2 is officially in development.
Good.
That'll be
Good.
The sequel will be written by David Leslie Johnson
McGoldrick. Is that 4 different people? Is it by David, Leslie, Johnson, and McGoldrick?
Yeah, it's some guy that is progressive and took his wife's last name, kind of.
Oh, nice.
No, I don't know. I have no idea.
Good for him. Way to go, man.
It doesn't say who's he co-wrote the original film, which is I guess good.
Has earned is then he goes to return as a producer alongside. I think that might be a missed opportunity if James Wan doesn't come back.
James Wan has directed the first movie. Negotiations to return as producer, but it's unknown if he will return as director. That sucks. He was good. That was a good movie.
James Wan makes good movies.
Yeah, they're making a Trench-like spin-off movie. That's so weird. I don't think that'll actually happen. They talk about it, but who knows? Anyway, whatever. Aquaman's good. Did you see that yet?
No. I'm about to.
You should.
I'm gonna buy it.
You gonna buy it? Oh wow. Wow. Okay. BioWare is definitely not done with Mass Effect.
Great. Great.
According to Polygon, who sat down with the team at BioWare, Mass Effect is very much alive. BioWare general manager Casey Hudson said, in my mind, it's very much alive. I'm thinking it's about time things that I think will be wait.
I'm thinking it all the time about things that I think will be great.
Okay.
That's a lot of thinking.
It's just a matter of getting back to it as soon as we can. Meanwhile, Anthem's like dead on arrival.
Yeah, is it even out yet? Is Anthem out?
It's out. Well, it's in like EA access pre-release mode.
Right,
like people that have that shit have it out. That comes out the 22nd, I think, which is Tuesday. Wow, Thursday. Friday. Wow, I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know about Anthem, man. It's really unfortunate because it looks beautiful.
Neil Blomkamp's doing like a prequel movie about Anthem, which is bizarre.
Neil Blomkamp, the guy that did
Chappie or whatever.
Oh shit, he would be so good at that. Just make a movie. Fuck this game. Make Mass Effect good again.
Put the Antwoord back in it. It'd be great. 10 out of 10. Think you freaky.
No, don't put the N word again.
That'd be great.
Diane word. Is it the N word?
I don't know.
The N word sounds bad.
I've heard it both ways.
Okay, Diane word.
Whatever. Oh, speaking of, I've heard it both ways. They're doing a Psych movie.
A what?
Psych, that show. Yeah, the USA show.
This is my co-pilot. Holla back at you.
This is Guy Buttersnaps. He has the authorization here. Psych movie. Hang on, let me pull it up.
Oh my god, I love Psych so much.
I think it was just like on James Roday's Twitter or whatever. He's like, "Yep, we're doing it." But Psych the movie.
Psych. Okay. Was that supposed to be announced like a while ago? December 17th.
Wait, no.
December
This is different. February 14th. It says February or Valentine's Day. It was announced. Psych the movie 2. Okay, wait. So there was a movie already? I don't know. That seems weird.
Was there?
I guess.
Yeah, December 7th on USA Network. I guess it was
weird.
Oh.
I haven't watched that either, so whatever. Maybe I'm not.
I'll have to watch that.
Anyway,
Psych's such
Psych's
a good
good.
show. Yeah, it's a great show.
Everyone should watch it. Lassie's great.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Call of Duty 2019 will have a campaign again.
How fucking revolutionary that is. That is incredible. I can't believe that they're going to feature a campaign.
I don't even know which developer are we on now. Fucking
Who cares? They're all like the same. They're all mixed up now.
Yeah.
2018 is Call of Duty Black Ops 4. Treyarch, so it's in Infinity War, or Sledgehammer. Did not feature a traditional single-player campaign. Didn't feature fun.
I don't care. Whatever.
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I haven't played one of those in
Forever.
7 years.
Yeah.
Probably.
Whatever. I don't know.
Frozen 2.
She's wearing like a nice dress.
Do you care about Frozen? I haven't seen it.
You never seen Frozen?
Nah.
It was okay.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite.
I heard that Olaf's the worst character ever created.
He's very he's like
the fucking snowman.
The
I still haven't heard the actual version of that, like the original version of that song. I've heard like covers, the Let It Go one. I haven't heard that actual song.
Oh,
like it was everywhere, but people like remixed it and shit.
Yeah, no, the song's good. It's
I haven't
fine.
heard it, but like
Olaf has good songs.
The only time I've actually sat down and listened to a version of that song was when I was trapped in a car with Brian, and he found a cover that was like all the lyrics put through Google Translate like 17 times. I was like, this is so dumb. What the fuck? It was just like,
my God.
Yeah, it was.
It's weird that they're making a sequel to it. I don't know. I'm not gonna. Like, I didn't think I was gonna like the first one. And I ended up liking it a lot, and then after a while, it really died down.
It's warm in here.
Is it?
I'm fat. Both.
Whatever.
Next. Better movie. Breaking Bad.
What?
Breaking Bad movie is premiering on Netflix.
A sequel?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. Was Jesse Pinkman still alive?
Oh,
spoilers for in the Breaking Bad.
Spoilers. Greenbrier.
What would you do if they made a sequel and they had Bryan Cranston in it? He's like, I guess they didn't die. They got to him in time and they saved him.
No, I don't. I would be very upset.
Yeah, I would be too.
But
I don't know what else they do. Like all the Nazis are dead or whatever.
I'm sure they'll figure something out. Maybe it's Jesse Pinkman when he's older.
Maybe.
And then he has to break bad after he gets all his life in order. He has kids and all that. Then it's like, I have to go back. Bitch, I have to go back.
Bitch. Science, bitch.
Wire. Yeah, that show's so fucking
I feel like
good.
after the shit he's been through, he would just end up alone. Like he
Probably,
trying to make a relationship a third time and just gonna end up sad.
Third time.
Because he had the
he had the
Jessica Jones. Ugh. And then she's great.
She's not.
You're the worst.
I am.
And then he had the
Mexican lady.
Yeah, and like her son, and he got both of them killed.
Oh, that's right.
They go in and kill both of them because he tried to escape, and then he escapes. So it's like, I don't know. What would that movie be about? Maybe he'll team up with the cripple kid and try to go on adventures. That guy's cool though. RJ
Mita, yeah. I like him.
Yeah, he's good. He was good in that movie or show.
In the show.
Yeah.
I don't know. He'll probably come back.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're gonna do. Either way, I'm okay with this.
I want Skyler to come back and yell at somebody.
She makes that fucking oval mouth. That's disgusting.
Have the purple bitch come back. Fucking Marie.
Jesus Christ, Marie.
Yeah, you won't hear that though.
He's dead.
He's fucking dead too.
Fuck.
Yeah.
That show's so good. I love Breaking Bad, man. You know what? I'm okay with this. You know why? Netflix.
Yeah, Netflix.
Because it's I already paid for it, so whatever.
Feature-length film will star Aaron Paul, who portrayed Jesse in all 5 seasons of Breaking Bad.
Yeah.
Codename Greenbrier.
Written and directed by series creator Vince Gilligan. Yep.
Which is good.
That's fine. And producer Mark Johnson. I think Mark Johnson also worked on it.
I mean, they could do Saul, I guess. He disappears at the end, but
no, Saul already has his own show.
But I said that show was before this, though.
Oh, sure, but this is specifically Breaking Bad. So I mean,
but he's still part of Breaking Bad. I don't. Well, it's like all the other good characters, like Mike's dead, fucking Walt's dead, Meth Damon is dead. They kill him off. Lydia is not a good character, even. I don't know why I said her.
Yeah, Lydia was kind of the weakest character in it.
She got killed by Steve.
Fucking poisoned. Yeah. She got what she deserved. Everybody's dead. The Nazis are dead.
Yep. They'll bring back fucking Jim Beaver, the gun dealer in that show. He's always in everything. He sneaks into every show.
And then God, that show is so fucking good. I really need to watch this show again.
The only thing I could see is
they could bring back the Mexican meth dealer.
Maybe it takes place right after he escapes, and they just try to make it look like he's not 10 years older or whatever it is.
Right.
And then
it's been that long. It's been 5-6 years. Oh no, yeah, it's been 6 years.
But still, it age a little.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I don't know.
Well, I mean,
it'll be
all
interesting.
Fucked up at the end.
The thing is though is it's not just a thing where it's being made by other people to make money. Like this is the guy that made it coming back to write and direct a movie. So it's like he has something in mind. And
there's definitely
and that show was good. So like
there's a definite demand for it because Better Call Saul was good.
But I'm saying
Breaking
like
Bad was
I don't
incredible.
think he would do something that would compromise like because the ending was good.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I don't know.
I think they're just gonna give Jesse Pinkman a little closure.
Yeah,
I think that's what they're focused on, which is cool. I'm happy with that.
He'll go hang out with Skinny Pete and Badger and just fuck off.
Skinny Pete moved to Colorado, I think, right?
In real life?
No, in the.
No, at the end of Breaking Bad, they like
Oh,
they,
right,
they have
that's
the
true.
laser
They're the
pointers
fucking laser
for
pointing.
they're like the top class hitmen or whatever for Gretchen. And,
What if it's just like Breaking Bad, but it's just the three of them, and it's just like their meth adventures, but they're all like cleaned up, and they're just trying to. Oh, that's great.
Going around places trying to like.
Yeah.
They become like Mormons basically for.
I'm happy with that.
That'd be interesting.
That's such a good fucking show. Anyways, what else?
What else we got? Let's see. Boop.
It's
Xbox Game Pass greatly increases player bases for new and old games. Let's see.
Was it 6 time? Wow. Really?
I'm like lost. Hang on. Where'd you see that?
Matt Percy claims that the time spent in games generally increases 20% once they join Xbox Game Pass. Yeah, I do play a shit ton of
number
games.
of individual games they play increases by 40%.
I do play a shit ton of games on there.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, Halo, they discovered they love action, except those fucking 17-point achievements. Kill yourself. That's so bad. Don't do that. Don't make achievements worth 17 points and also.
On average, you see a 25% increase in franchise pre-orders and a 10% increase in franchise sales coming from games that go into Game Pass. That makes sense. Mm-hmm. Fucking Crackdown 3 is out now. Play that shit.
Oh shit, it is.
Yeah, you can get that on Game Pass.
God, I waited a long time for that. I'm gonna give that.
I've heard it's not good.
They had to tone down a lot of the stuff on it.
Yeah, but it's like that game got delayed like a year and it's still fucking bad.
It was
like,
really like pie in the sky type stuff, man. I understand, but it's like the new Fable now. Remember, it's like you can plant a seed and then in a few years you'll see it grow, and it's like
fuck you.
Yeah, shut up.
I don't know. This Crackdown doesn't have a beta for Halo 6. I don't care.
That's true. Yeah,
like that's how. Hey, the one that if Crackdown 1 had one for Halo 3.
God, I bought it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, well, because you wanted to play that fucking beta.
Yeah, it was incredible.
It was great. Oh my god.
Yeah, I mean that was a marketing ploy that definitely matched it pretty well. They should have done it again. Be like, we're back, bitch. Why? And
Halo's not ready yet.
No,
Still, Halo Infinity. It's gonna be great.
The trailer looked a little weird for Halo.
I'm excited though.
No, yeah, I'm still gonna. I'm still gonna.
It's
play
my
it.
fucking banner now for.
Oh yeah,
on Twitter.
Him with the helmet.
Yeah.
Okay. We're never gonna see his face.
That's
we
fine.
don't need to.
Did I show you that thing that showed like behind the scenes for? There's like this. There's this YouTube series where they show like behind the scenes on different game stuff, and it's like they like move the camera when you're not supposed to see certain things.
Mm-hmm.
Like they showed like Pokemon Snap or whatever. It's just like it's this really small thing, and like when this character goes off screen, they just disappear, or whatever. And they show the end of Halo 1 and they zoom in to when he takes his helmet off and puts it off to the side, and it's just another helmet underneath it. It's like fuck you. They didn't even try. They just like he just takes it off and just like boop, and like clips another helmet onto him.
Yeah.
That's so funny.
Why bother? You're
I
not
love that
supposed to
shit.
see that anyway.
I know. But whatever. I mean, it's not like it would be super interesting to see any. Like they describe what he looks like in the books.
Yeah.
He's just blonde.
And you should read the books. They're
Whatever.
great.
Like it's great. It's fine. He's a white guy.
He looks like Doom Guy. He's got really pale
Well,
skin.
he's like a.
Which Doom Guy also
BJ
looks like.
Blazkowicz.
BJ Blazkowicz, yeah.
So yeah.
We should play the guy.
Doom guy and BJ Blazkowicz related, confirmed.
Yeah, and also Captain Kid. Not Captain Kid. What is it?
I forget what it is. I don't know.
Alex
I know what
Kidd.
you're talking about,
Yeah.
but not Alex Kidd.
No, Alex Kidd, what am I saying? Not Captain Kid either. It's the guy with the yellow helmet. I forget his name. Anyways, yeah, that's awesome. That's good for them because it's $10 a month, and you get fucking shitloads of games.
Where's my phone go?
I don't know.
Lost under my fucking fat leg.
No, yeah, that makes perfect sense to me because you have complete access to it at all times.
Yeah.
And I mean, $10 a month at a certain point. This is exactly what they're supposed to be doing.
Yeah.
I'd rather do this. I would pay $20 a month
Uh-huh.
and get new games. Like get stuff like Crackdown,
Pretty good.
stuff like that. Thankfully, I don't. Thankfully, I don't have to.
Yeah.
But because of the fact that it's only $10 a month, I'm more than happy to pay that.
Should we save Nintendo Direct till the end? Or you want to get to it?
We'll wait till the end.
Okay, let's go to the next thing.
Mm-hmm.
Where is it? Oh, Hollow Knight sequel announced.
Oh shit! Well, good. Good. Silk Song.
Yeah, Silk Song. You play as Hornet this time, and it's in the new. So this game, Hollow Knight 1 was kickstarted forever ago, and they had all these like different tier goals, and like one of the end ones was you get to play as Hornet in like the game, and then they finally got around to doing that in development, and they're like, oh, we're just gonna make it a new game instead of playing as her in like the world we've already created. We're gonna do a whole new world, 150 new enemies, which is 10 more than like. They did. There's a whole like 20-minute video where they talk about like there's like a whole Q&A thing about like what exactly this is, like this new game, and it's like because they made 140-ish enemies for Hollow Knight, and so they made 150 new more. Like they designed them and like drew them up or whatever, and it's like they were like, yeah, we're trying to do like new shit. Like it's not just like palette swaps or whatever. Like we did new enemies, so that's interesting. And then it's yeah, they just made it its own game instead of just making it a playing as her, like it's like the Plague Knight thing for Shovel Knight. It's actually like
it's its own game.
You're playing a new game.
That's awesome.
There's a new story. Things operate like she's like has a lot more aerial shit because you can like hook shot or whatever with her weird needle thing. There's like quests and stuff. Like you have like actual quest log and everything too, so you can keep track of all that. There's like she's way more talkative. Like you talk to other characters and like build up relationships that way. But the cool thing, this developer is so fucking cool because it's only like 3 dudes making these games, which is incredible. But this game, the sequel, if you kickstarted Hollow Knight up to the point for the backer reward or whatever, you still get this game. You get this game, which is a new game now. You still get it free if you backed it. So and it's like, and there's a reward for getting like multiple copies. So you'll get multiple copies of this game too. Oh shit! So it's like they're like honoring like beyond what they should be for this.
That's awesome. That's very
super cool.
Also,
this is different from the last one where it's coming out on PC and Switch at the same time. So when this game comes out, it'll be for both. I don't know if they said quite when it's coming out yet.
Did they say it's confirming it's coming out for PS4 at all or Xbox?
Not yet.
Oh, wow.
Windows, Mac, Linux, and Nintendo Switch at launch. They haven't ruled out other consoles, but like Switch they're familiar with now, so it's whatever.
Very cool.
But yeah. Discover a whole new kingdom. Coral Forest, Mossy Grotto, whatever. Let's see. Lethal acrobatic action. Yeah, you craft tools and shit, which is interesting. That's a new thing. Quests, 150 new enemies. Let's see. Stunning.
Silk Soul mode. Once you conquer the game, test your skills and all new kids.
So they have they had Steel Soul mode in the last game, which is like if you die, it resets the whole game or whatever. This is like that, but they said they wanted to create something like that, but then like something extra. So like they haven't announced exactly what that's like yet because they're still like developing it. Like they haven't played through it all on that new mode yet, so they don't know. But yep, it's crazy. And that's awesome. Those games. That first game was good, so I'm excited for this one. I kind of wish it was just called Silk Song though. Like they just kind of like assume people would know instead of it being like a subtitle.
Like Hollow Knight Silk Song.
That's what it's called. But instead, if it was just called Silk Song.
Well, I think the whole idea is that Hollow Knight as a franchise now is just
sure.
I don't think the little beetle guy you play as. I don't think his name is Hollow Knight.
No.
Yeah.
You'll
so
see.
He's just
That's
a
spoilers.
Hollow Knight, or he's a Knight of the Hollow in the same way that she's a Knight of the Hollow. No. Oh shit.
Yeah. Yes.
Right.
There's some story stuff you don't know.
Oh shit.
Yeah,
right.
it's good though.
Well, I'm excited now.
Yeah. Anyway. Yeah.
Cool stuff. I'm
cool
happy about that.
stuff. All right. Oh, yeah. Just to remind everyone how fucking bonkers comic books are, Conan the Barbarian is joining Savage Avengers. There's a team called Savage Avengers that has
Venom,
Punisher, Wolverine, and I don't know who else. It's just crazy. Like I just saw that. I was like, fucking comic books.
Wait, why is Conan in the future? Why is he not in
because comic book, who cares? It doesn't mean it doesn't
Arborean
matter.
jungles.
I don't care. Comic books are dumb.
You're right.
In conclusion, Jade is coming to fucking Mortal Kombat 11. Everyone's happy.
Well, everyone knew she was coming, because why would she not be?
No, I can't remember if she died or not. I forget.
Everybody died.
No.
Oh wow, she looks weird. She looks like a zombie.
She looks like reptile.
Okay, well that's.
Make it bigger. Fucking
bigger.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, she looks like a zombie. Oh, and she's got like scales and shit. That's
scales.
Interesting.
Scales, yeah.
Bigger.
Nope. Too big.
Oh god.
Okay, whatever.
The fuck.
Whatever.
Yeah, that's cool.
Jade's
yeah,
cool,
she's got like weird. Ugh,
I actually don't care about Jade that much, but
yeah. She's got like little claws and stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
I thought the ugly one was supposed to be Melina, but not anymore.
No, not anymore. And the Melina in the Mortal Kombat before this one was really weird looking too. She had like a weird.
She had like curved teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's fine. Cool. We'll see. I'll wait to see the
whatever.
announcement from Melina on this one.
Melina. All right.
What else we got?
Jade. Oh yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean is getting a reboot, I guess, but they're gonna have Deadpool writers, but not anymore. I don't know. They keep rebooting
Thanks
shit
for the announcement.
because Disney doesn't want to lose any of their IPs, so they keep remaking things. Is what I've been told.
Why?
I don't know, because like in 90 years or whatever, they've never let anything go into public domain except for Steamboat Willie, which was based off something else anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So.
But why reboot it? Why not just make sequels at this point?
Because Johnny Depp's tired.
Oh,
I
yeah, I forgot. Yeah, he probably won't be on.
Well, because I mean,
Who the hell are they gonna get to do? I mean, they probably won't do Captain Jack Sparrow anymore.
probably
Or
not.
they might. It
They
might be worse.
might. The worst possible thing.
It's Will Smith as Captain Jack Sparrow. Like, you will never
I
have
don't
friends
know.
like me.
I mean, they could do like one more with Captain Jack Sparrow, and he's like a side character, and he becomes like a legend. He just like fades away, and like you don't know what happens to him,
Mhm.
and then they keep going with some other thing. But like
Sort of like how
soft reboot it for like Jurassic World type shit.
Sort of like how they had
And,
the guy from Rolling Stones.
Johnny Depp can be like, what's that guy's name? It's Ian Malcolm in fucking Jurassic Park. I can't think of his name. But you know what I'm talking about.
Doctor.
Yeah, what's his name?
Jeff Goldblum.
Joe, yeah, he could be like their Jeff Goldblum and just fade away and just like appear in
He
less
just
shit.
never show up
until-
again.
Yeah, well, he's in fucking Jurassic World 5 or whatever, or the 5th, the Fallen Kingdom or whatever. He's
Was
like,
he?
He's in like 10 seconds of it, and like the trailer makes it seem like he's in it for like a lot, and it's just like he has like 2 lines. He's like, goodbye, thanks for the paycheck. Yeah, I don't know.
I do like Jeff Goldblum.
The 6 Pirates of the Caribbean movie.
I don't know, man.
It's so dumb.
I think I only watched the first. I skipped the 4th one, and then I watched the 5th one. And the 5th one was okay.
They kill off Jeffrey Rush's character though.
Mm-hmm.
So-
Well, not only that, they also killed off one of the better bad guys,
Oh, fucking
Javier Bardem.
Javier Bardem.
Cortez or whatever. That
Cortez.
was great. I like him.
Yeah, I can't really remember 4 at all. Like,
That
I've
was the
seen
one
it,
with
but
like the.
it has Blackbeard, and like they try to go after like the Fountain of Youth or some bullshit. I don't know.
The 3rd one was the one where they go into Davy Jones' locker. Those
Yeah.
movies are so dumb.
I like the
cares?
first one's alright.
First one's cool.
Yeah.
Second one's fine. Third one's weird.
3rd one's bad, yeah.
Anyway,
The third one,
Oh.
the bad guy's the East India Trading Company. It's just like that tiny little
Oh,
like
yeah.
general guy. It's so weird. Like they get super like into like the government and shit in that movie. Anyway, Ben Affleck's done as Batman for good, for realsies. He hung up the cowl on Jimmy Kimmel live. He's like, I am not Batman. What a bitch. Why would you stop being Batman unless you were too old to do it? That'd be the greatest thing ever.
Okay. I love it. I don't even care anymore.
I mean, he was okay.
I like it.
There's a better active Batman right now, though. His name's Bill
He's had more successful Batman movies than Ben Affleck has. Yes, you're right.
I don't know about that. Batman vs Superman made some money. I mean, it's not $1 billion like Aquaman, but it made money. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, but that Batman was in.
He
movies.
was good. But what?
Let's say Will Arnett's Batman was in 3 movies, and his Batman was only in 2.5.
His movie, he was in, well.
He
If
was
you
in
want,
Suicide Squad.
if you want to get really, he was in Batman vs Superman.
Mhm.
He's in Suicide Squad for a minute. He's in Justice League,
Mhm.
and he's in like Wonder Woman. He gives her like the envelope. He's like, I found this thing.
Oh yeah. That's like saying
it counts as much as
That's
Suicide
like saying
Squad.
Jurassic World
It
is
ca-
like
it
Jurassic
ca-
World is a Jeff Goldblum movie.
Well, you count Suicide Squad. That counts about as much.
No, because he actually has a scene in it where he like actually does Batman shit. In this one, he sends a letter.
You don't even know if that's him though.
Who else is it gonna be?
Anyone in a Batman suit?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt from. I just watched that.
Robin.
Yeah. Oh my! I just watched that movie again. I love that movie up until that part, and I'm like, that's it. I didn't need.
You don't like the part where he's in, or you like the part where he's in the fucking Batwing, and then like a nuke goes off, and he's like in Paris. He's like, so.
Yeah. The autopilot was fixed. He'd fixed the autopilot the entire time.
They said they couldn't fix it.
No, they said he did.
Uh.
It literally goes back like later on. It's like somebody else fixed it. It's like how long ago? It's like 6 months ago. Who did it? Bruce Wayne. Yeah. Spoilers. Bruce Wayne was Batman all along. What? So wild, man.
maybe
I like
should
Ben
watch that
Affleck.
again.
I think he did a good job in Batman vs Superman. TBH.
TBH.
Yeah.
I like Christian Bale.
Christian Bale.
He's okay.
Okay.
Those movies are better, but I don't know if he's a better Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Those movies are better.
Yeah.
But I think the voice.
Heath Ledger's definitely a better Joker.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, then
Then he
anybody.
fucking died.
Yeah. Rest in peace. The fucking. The thing is that Ben Affleck's voice as Batman was way better than Christian Bale's.
I don't remember.
because the voice in Batman was like the voice that he has in Batman vs Superman is like it's like electronically altered, as opposed to Christian Bale's, which is like, where's the trigger?
I am excited for like
So dumb.
the next shit though,
Crashing this plane
because like they're doing like
with no survivor.
because aside from Batman being in these other movies, like he hasn't had his own movie since Dark Knight Rises or whatever. So like it'll be cool to see like a Batman movie. I don't know who it could be, but they keep saying they're like, oh, you should get this black guy to be Batman. I'm like, that's cool. I'm okay with that. Fuck it. I'll have a black Wayne. That's cool.
But you need to be able to see his face.
It's fucked up.
But it's true. That's one of the things it's an ongoing
So
joke.
make his suit white. I don't care. Fuck him.
I'd watch the shit out of that.
White
That'd be
Batman.
incredible. Okay. No. Who do they keep wanting to say? They want to do not Brad Pitt. What's the other guy? Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is Batman.
So good.
Tom Cruise is Batman. Do it. I know he's not 6'2". He's like 2'6", but still. He's short, right?
He is fucking short. Oh my god.
But still, like,
He's doing like Mission Impossible 8 right now. He doesn't have time for
he's
that.
got all that money. He's preparing for the.
You know who'd be
aliens
good
to come back.
is they were saying like Army Hammer.
Army Hammer.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
I'd be all right with that.
I'd be cool with that.
Yeah.
I haven't seen Army Hammer in a movie since I watched The Social Network. What else is he doing? He plays the twins.
Yeah.
Which is such a man.
Yeah, right. Manly, but also that fucking Russian joke you like. His armies. Fucking shit.
Yeah, see, he's oh yeah, so Social Network's what he's known.
Call Me By Your Name is the
I don't think I saw that one.
Oh no, he's on the basis of sex.
Oh,
He's the husband.
I don't watch this shit. He was in Cars 3.
Cars 3.
Call Me By Your Name.
Cars.
Nocturnal. He was in Nocturnal Animals? Nocturnal? He was in Free Fire.
He's the fucking shithead.
That's funny. Okay. Cool. And yeah, he was Ord in Free Fire. Free Fire was good. Ilya.
Ilya.
That's fine. I really do want to watch. I think he'd be
People want
good.
the kid from Get Out to be Batman. That's what I'm saying.
Really?
Yeah. Daniel Kaluuya.
They should just make a Static Shock movie. I watched the shit out of that.
How do you say that? Kaluuya?
Kaluuya.
Does he have any pictures being
Top 5,000 D. Kaluuya. I don't know. That's what your search says on it. Top 5,000 Daniel Kaluuya.
Oh, wait. I think he'd be alright.
Yeah, sure, it'd be fine.
Yeah. Whatever. Just get somebody good. I don't really care.
Just make a good Batman movie.
Yeah.
Another good
It
Batman movie.
would be nice to have him.
He's a nice guy.
Something's autoplaying. Fuck off. Die, Pirates of the Caribbean. Bitch. Oh, yeah. The guy playing Carlton tried to sue for his dance in Fortnite. And U.S. Copyright Office was like, you can't do that.
What's his name? Alfonso something? Alfonso Ribeiro. There it is.
Yeah.
Alfonso Ribeiro's lawsuit against Fortnite for the inclusion of the famous Carlton dance.
Carlton dance.
So that means that because this president says that no dance can be copyrighted.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which, that sucks because the Turk one is good. Do you know that dance? I'm going to pull it up. Hang on.
No, I know the one. Yeah.
I'm just going to pull it up.
It's like half running man, half claps.
The poison dance. Yeah. Boy Band, It's fucking great. I'm gonna pull it.
This bitch is poor.
I'm gonna let everyone watch it. I'm gonna have Sarah. Fucking Todd Disley.
Oh my god. Whatever.
Dude, I just came up with the
Skip.
Skip.
The music is what makes it. It's like, yeah, they took like this whole thing.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, it's like they have it like they like mocap somebody and do like the exact same thing.
I'm ready.
He's so mad about it.
Snake, are you?
I think they call the guy that made Scrubs and they're like, hey, can we use this in your gallery? So
Oh,
like,
like the director or the creator?
Bill, whatever his name is.
Well, that makes sense.
I'm not gonna get it. It doesn't matter. It's not making money off this shit. No, it's from here. Or wait, this part from here to like when you cross the line.
Spider-Man and freezing full effect.
Yeah,
I'm ready.
Fortnite, so I did not do it.
I'm ready, Snake, are you?
Yeah, that's how
Aw.
it ends. I love
That's
that
a
shit.
shame.
Yeah,
I like him.
It is
man.
a shame, but fucking whatever. Hang on, let me put the thing back. Boop. But yeah.
That's whatever.
I mean, like, you're like, oh, we don't want to get anything against us or whatever, but they
It's
gave
like
up the rights for that, so you can't sue us either.
Oh, that's true.
sorry, Donald Faison.
No, it's true. What if he just sends us a nice email? He's like,
That'd be
"Can you-"
awesome.
Yeah, I'd be like, hey, you want to come by? I don't know if you're doing anything. How far are you from Arizona? I don't know. What's he doing? Not being in Fortnite? Not making
Why
money?
aren't they getting a movie? A Scrubs movie?
That's a great question. Why aren't they doing that?
Because then it'd be about their kids or some shit, probably. Because it's been actually 10 years since that movie.
Didn't
Or
they
show.
try to do like a sort of sequel for it?
They did like Scrubs interns or whatever bullshit, and it was bad.
Because I'm the intern. Stay away from my organs.
All right, Nintendo Direct happened.
All right, let's talk about Nintendo Direct.
All right.
God, I love that show. It was really good.
So Nintendo Direct happened. There's a lot of shit.
Yeah, man.
They showed Super Mario Maker. It comes
Two.
out June. Yeah, Super Mario Maker 2 comes out June 19th or June 2019.
Mm-hmm. They added slopes.
They added slopes. There's like
Slopes to the lands.
they added like ways you can like move the stage if you want to do like sky stages or whatever instead of being like just up, down, left, right. You can do like a whole thing.
Mm-hmm. So you can have it be.
You can
like,
control like the direction like of like piranha plant guys or whatever, like all the enemies and shit. That's
Look at they added a bunch of different enemies too.
yeah,
More stuff
which
to
looks interesting. But I'm excited.
Yeah.
It looks cool. I'll try to build like one thing maybe, and then I'll just play everyone else's levels because
Mhm.
there's bound to be some crazy bullshit on there for sure. That'll be fun to see.
I love giving people. I love when somebody just gives people like all this capability to create because they come up with some crazy ass shit.
I hope they add in support for a lot of more amiibos because there was a thing where you could like get a mushroom where it would turn you into whatever character you have the amiibo for.
Oh right.
And you could do like a Wii Fit Trainer is what I did for mine. There are a couple other ones. Ken would be interesting.
That's not Ken.
It's like Ken, whatever.
That's right,
fucking Japanese Ken.
Idiot. Okay.
Same fucking thing.
It's not.
It is.
It's not.
Yeah.
Ken was born in February 14th.
Get the shit out of here.
Happy birthday,
Happy birthday,
Ken.
fucking dork. All right. Anyway, what else did they show? Where's my notes? Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3.
Yes, finally
It's exclusive on
to
Switch.
Switch. Wait,
Summer.
It kind of looks like the
A PS3 game.
no, like these figures.
Oh,
What are they called?
Disney Infinity.
Yeah, they kind of look like that. The character models, I mean, that's fine, I guess. I mean, I understand what you're going for, but it just seems a little bit. I mean, you're not gonna make like a super sexy, but like Black Widow, you know.
Yeah.
Just kind of sexy. Anyways, well,
Box Boy and Box Girl is a
Mhm.
new game coming out. Which you can play as both of them. You can play as 2 players this time, which will be interesting. That'll
Mhm.
be a fun way to do it. It looks like it's like built for 2 players too, which is cool. Instead of just being like, oh, I just happen to have 2 people. You can also there's also a different mode where you play as Cutie, the fucking tall, the long boy.
the rectangle boy.
Yeah, that'll change shit up because like you can like make if your smallest you can make is a rectangle. It changes the whole like layout of levels and stuff.
Oh, that's true.
Because you can make a rectangle with like 3 blocks or whatever, but it's different if you have to make it like.
He looks like you can make like a really, really tall L, and then you just jump up and grab on.
Yeah, something like that.
That game looks fun.
Yeah, I mean the other ones were good. I didn't play the third one because it was on 3DS by the time Switch was out, and I was like, 3DS is dead to me. So
How many are there?
there's 3.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
I thought it was only the one on the 3DS.
Yeah, there's 3. They're good. But yeah.
Hmm.
Yup. And then let's see what else. Fuck off, email. I'm going to turn off my notifications, dumb bitch. All right. Smash Bros. Update 3.0 is coming
They're
soon.
like, it's coming, but we don't know what's in it.
Yeah, they're like be
Great.
excited. But that's all.
For something.
So yeah, whatever. Captain Toad is getting DLC and getting like co-op for free. That's out now, and then it's getting like a paid DLC with like 5 new levels and like extra stuff to do in those levels and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
That's cool.
More stuff for free.
Yeah,
I mean, at least the co-op is free. Extra
I'll play these
content.
co-op games if I ever like get a girlfriend or something.
Buying GF.
Fucking RuneScape. But yeah, that DLC is out March 14th, and then Bloodstain they showed.
Oh yeah,
I
second
hope
Valentine's
that's
Day.
good.
What's-
I hope it's not Castlevania's Mighty Number 9 and it's actually good.
I mean, I don't know how they could do it bad.
I thought that about Mighty Number 9 at first, and then they made it bad.
What was so bad about Mighty Number 9?
It just was bad. I don't know. I didn't play it, but
Oh.
I heard bad things about it.
Okay.
So
That's fine.
people like kickstart. That's the thing though. People like have expectations and stuff because they kickstart things or whatever. So
It's like sometimes you invest in shit that doesn't work out.
Yeah.
You know, it's not that big.
I don't know. I just hope it like they showed some cool platforming stuff, which is cool. And I like Metroidvania stuff in general,
Right.
but like I don't care about customizing my waifu character. Like that just didn't appeal to me. It's like, oh, you can change her color and her skin color to make her green. Who cares? It's like, all right, that's fine. I just hope you didn't put a lot into that versus,
That's the new waifu maker.
I guess. Dragon Quest Builders 2 is coming out July 12th.
Yeah, that's the kind of shit I like. It's really, I was like, I saw the trailer they showed. You can actually build villages and stuff for other people. I'm like, I love that. I love that so much.
Yeah, it looks okay. Was there multiplayer for that?
I think so.
Nah, I don't know. There's like first person mode now though, which is interesting.
Just blatant Minecraft.
Yeah, fuck them.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck 'em.
Speaking of, everyone's favorite, Dragon Quest XI S, Echoes of an Elusive Age. That title, bro.
Those Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of
And Elusive Age.
Echoes of and Elusive Age.
9 syllables.
9 syllables. No, it's not syllables. 9 words.
9 words. Do syllables.
Dragon Quest
11
11
S,
S
Echoes
Echoes
of
and
Elusive Age.
Elusive Age.
15?
14.
Oh.
Christ. I may have missed one somewhere. Either way,
think
that's
it's
way
15.
too many. That's way too many. That's a lot. I mean, it's Dragon Quest. I mean, it didn't already. Dragon Quest 11's already out. This is a remake for the Switch, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's what.
It's not a remake. It's just like the best version or whatever.
Okay,
type of thing.
and it also says definitive edition at the end. So, so Dragon Quest 11S Echoes of
An Elusive Age.
and Elusive Age definitive edition. Oh my god, they gotta chill
That's good.
out.
That comes out in fall. That'll be cool. It looks neat.
It's fine.
You
I
can,
mean,
you can do 16-bit mode.
it's Dragon Quest. Dragon Quest is fine.
I've never played one of those before.
They're good.
I've heard they're good.
They're
That's
just very similar to each other. I mean,
Yeah.
more of the same stuff. I
yeah.
mean, you're not going to be wrong playing. I mean, you can play any of them.
Yeah.
And you'll be okay.
Well, that's the thing. I've heard different ones are good, but like I don't want to go back to old hardware. Like I heard like they came out. They like remade 8
Dragon Quest
on
8
3D,
was like
on
the
3DS,
best one now.
and I've heard that's good. But now it's like 11. I can play on Switch. So
Yeah, it looks pretty.
instead of finding my 2DS and dusting it off wherever it is, 3DS, whatever.
And buying a game for it.
Yeah, exactly. I don't want to fuck with that. Like the only reason I have my 2DS somewhere at all is because I know that when a proper Pokemon comes out, I'm gonna be able to transfer my Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
And then I'll delete it and it'll just fucking throw it in the trash. I don't know. Everyone's favorite Disney Tsum Tsum game is coming.
Yeah, I don't know
I
who
didn't-
ordered that.
I saw the direct twice, and I don't know anything about that game. I just like shut my brain off. I'm like,
It looks like a weird. It looks like it's just a mini game. You know,
Fine,
it's got a bunch of
whatever.
different ones. It's got like racing. It's got like. I don't know anything about Toon Toons.
I don't either.
So.
I have one though. I have the I have the red genie Jafar one. It's just like this red bean with like a goatee. I forget where it is. It's hilarious though. I found that because I went to the store. I was like walking with Churro in the mall or something,
And you both saw you.
well,
Like,
'cause
I have to have
we
that.
were just like at the Disney store because that's Churro, and he saw one that was like that fucking fat robot from that show he wants me to watch or movie. What is it called?
Big Hero 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and there was like a fucking like $100 one because it's like a body pillow or whatever. And then there were smaller ones, and I was like, "Oh, there's a Daisy. My mom likes Daisy. I'm gonna get that." And I was like, "Oh, there's fucking like I just thought it was like such a weird thing to be like, okay, here's Daisy, here's like characters from newish movie like Big Hero 6, and then here's like Genie Jafar from like what? Like, that's such a specific thing. It's just so weird.
It's like, oh, I got Snake Jafar. You're like,
Yeah, that would be even weirder. Snake Jafar would be fucking out there for sure. God.
a snake, am I?
Yeah.
See, you can't do that. You're not gonna be able to have the fucking snake. It's gonna look so stupid.
No,
No,
CG's all right now, but it just won't be the same.
you saw the genie, right?
There's no, yeah, no. There's not going to be a way that they could like. There's no way you can watch that movie and not compare it in your head to what you've seen. So it's ruined for you and us, and me too. But I don't know. They should have just kept Will Smith black.
Yeah.
It would have been all right. But
I
people were like, "Why is he not blue?" When they showed him in Entertainment Weekly, like, "Okay, here he is blue." And like,
Actually,
fuck.
he did look better when he was just not blue.
Now that you know.
Yeah, it's like woof.
Yeah. Also,
that
he's
back.
like he's like built in this movie. Like he has like tone, like muscle tone and shit. And like in Aladdin, he's just like he like looks like the fucking robot from the Baymax thing.
So
He's like large.
yeah, he's big, but he's
But I'm saying like his arms are just like it's just like a big like tube instead of like like muscle.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I presume it be like genies do
Did
look
you
like
see?
that.
I made a joke about it where he's like pointing and then it fucking explodes Rorschach. And somebody like went on my Twitter and like extended that joke with like Photoshop.
Yeah.
I was like, that's amazing.
Do it.
Do it. Oh god.
I think I'm starting to see that everywhere. I think you're not gonna get credited for it.
I don't care. Whatever.
Which is dumb.
Yeah. The guy that deserves credit is the one that fucking did the Photoshop.
He extended it to like 8 panels.
Yeah. Well, he also did. Well, the thing he did was like he had like a back view of the genie, like looking at the explosion, which was cool. But anyway, let's see. Oh, the game they call Starlink, but is actually like a backdoor for Star Fox. Is getting a Star Fox.
Make Star Fox.
The Star Fox update for Starlink is happening. So it's basically a Star Fox game at this point. That update arrives in April. And it's like all the Star Fox characters have like special ability. It's like they basically just made a Star Fox game, but they made it worse. Because
And they each have their own campaign.
Yeah, but they made it worse because they made it like this other game nobody wanted with like these toys that cost way too much money. And
They're really expensive.
yeah, so
Damn.
great.
Just make another Star Fox.
Yeah, but they did that. Like Platinum Games did that, and nobody wanted it, even though it was like basically a remake of 64. Still, nobody bought it. Well, nobody bought it because it was on Wii U, but.
Yeah, well, the problem was
And it had forced motion controls.
Remake it for the fucking Switch, and it'll sell.
Yep.
Star Fox Zero S.
Zeros. Yeah.
Yeah, so it was called Star Fox Zero, wasn't it?
Mhm.
Yeah, Star Fox Zero S
Yeah,
for
zeros.
Switch.
Add zeros to your bank account because it's gonna sell finally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. Rune Factory 4 is getting a remaster for Switch. That's cool. That's coming later this year. And then
I love Rune Factory.
Rune
so
Factory
much.
5 is in development. So
Whatever.
Cool.
It was a JPEG is in development.
Yeah.
I want Rune Factory 4 real bad.
Yeah, I don't know. I've been
I want
told
it on
it's
my
Animal
Switch.
Crossing.
It's on the
Not
Switch,
Animal
right?
Crossing. What is it?
Huh?
I've been told it's like Harvest Moon.
It is Harvest Moon. It's
But-
Harvest
but
Moon.
you can also like, it's like so. When I was told it was
You know how Stardew Valley is?
Yeah.
It's like that, but better.
Well, so like in Stardew Valley, I mostly went to the mines and fought shit, and then tried to fuck everybody.
Yeah.
So that's the same thing.
Kind of. Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah, it's a great game. Harvest
All right.
Moon and Rune Factory are great games.
All right, and then so the guys that do I Am Setsuna and
Mhm.
Lost Sphere are trying to make a
Setsuna
game.
desu.
It's called Oninaki.
Mm-hmm.
They're trying again. I hope. Good luck. I don't know. They like I said, they came after. They're doing after the Dragon Quest 11 shit and what were we just talking about? Rune Factory. Like it's
Mhm.
like here's this other
It's
RPG.
3 JRPGs, 4
Dragon
JRPGs.
Quest Builders, and then yeah,
It's a lot. So just get Rune Factory.
whatever. After like 100 years, it feels like they finally have an actual date for Yoshi's Crafted World.
After 100 years.
It feels like it's been forever.
It's been 87 years.
Well, they showed it was like Yoshi 2018, and then it was slipped to 2019, and now it's March, so that's good. It finally has March 29th.
And there's a demo.
It's there.
And there's
Yeah.
a demo. Play it.
Yoshi's Last Planet, or whatever, not Last Planet.
Crafted World.
Crafted World. Yoshi's fucking...
He looks so fucking cute.
It's gonna be good.
He wears like little boxes.
Yeah, it's good. Yeah, they showed him in like the Nintendo Labo fucking keyboard or piano.
That's the most exposure that thing is gonna get.
Yeah, probably. Oh, they showed new Fire Emblem. That was like the focus of this direct.
Yeah.
There was a new Fire
All
Emblem.
right, well, that looks good.
Looks cool.
I like it.
It's like a slightly different setting. It's like less knights and shit, and more like magic and like Harry
It's like
Potter.
Hogwarts.
Yeah, Hogwarts
Yeah, it's Hogwarts.
for sure.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm all happy for it. I like that idea. I like teaching. I like the idea of you're the instructor and you're trying to
Hogwarts
help
and
everyone.
like Game of Thrones and
Yeah.
yeah.
It's Hogwarts with Game of Thrones.
It's like
Yeah,
yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it is. It 100% is.
Yeah.
It even
I-
has like the snow area. You know.
Yeah. All right. So that looks cool. That comes out July 26th. They said it was going to come out spring this year, and then they're like, we needed more time, so we did it.
Okay,
That's cool. Good.
I don't care.
Come
out with good
Tetris 99 is out. It's free. We talked about it already.
Yes,
It's
and
great.
and it's good.
10 out of 10. 99 out of 10.
You can fight things in the mine and fuck everyone in Tetris 99, 10 out of 10. Anyways.
Dead by Daylight is on Switch in fall of 2019. I don't know what that is. That looks weird.
It's like a asymmetric horror game.
Great.
Basically, you play as a killer or you play as survivors.
Deltarune's coming out on Switch, which is not a real game, and
Yeah.
it might not be finished. But hey, you get the first chapter free on Switch. I'm not going to even bother.
That's free.
Nah, even for free, I'm not going to bother. I don't want to get expectations and have them not finish it. Or
I'm
get
not sure.
expectations and then like wait, be like, oh boy, it's going to be like this thing like a year ago, and then all of a sudden chapter 2's out and it's different.
Oh boy.
You never know how it'll be.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just going to wait till it's all out. That game they keep trying to show people and is never coming out, but is eventually Daemon X Machina.
Mm-hmm.
People
There's a
keep
demo for that.
People keep expecting that to come out, and then like people keep forgetting it's coming out, and then they're like, "Hey, here it is," and it's like, "Oh, right, I forgot."
Because the team's always like, you should try it. You should be looking
So, yeah,
forward to this.
There's a demo now, and it comes out summer. That'll be cool.
Mm-hmm.
Grid Autosport is
It's grid.
coming
I mean,
out,
it
I
was
don't know.
fine. My car's in it.
yeah, whatever. Let's just get through it. Hellblade. That comes out in
It's
spring.
been out for like
Sure.
fucking 3 years.
Mortal Kombat 11. I think that's
Yeah.
cool. That's coming out day and day with everything else. So
Mhm.
that's neat. Unravel 2. Sure.
That's more Microsoft
Yep.
stuff. Shaking Man of
Sorry,
Yarn.
sorry, I read it again and I had to laugh. Assassin's Creed 3 remaster. And it comes
I made
with,
this.
It comes with Liberation. That's good.
Who cares? Fuck that game.
Final Fantasy 7 and Chocobo Racing.
Fuck both of those games. too.
Everybody.
Final Fantasy 7. Are you excited to play Final Fantasy 7?
No.
Are you gonna pay $30 for Final Fantasy 7?
Is that how much it is?
I'm pretty sure.
So
How much would you pay for it? 0.
I wouldn't.
I wouldn't pay for it. Yeah.
I'm not going to buy any PlayStation 1 era game.
It,
That
it
still
doesn't hasn't
looks the same.
upgraded anything,
No,
and it still looks
yeah.
the same.
Final Fantasy 9 is out now. Again, same thing for me. I don't really care, but it's out now. So
That one's
there's
had
actually-
that one's had less remakes. So.
but but they still haven't done anything to it.
Mm-hmm.
But there is this thing. Let me pull it up real quick. There's this email they sent around to people, being like, "Oh, it's out now," and then what did it look like? This. And they're like, "Oh, it was an accident." Sure, it was, but like, there's like Final Fantasy 9 now available, and like, look at those screenshots. That's Final Fantasy 5. That's not what the fucking game looks like. How'd they fuck that up? Like, what? That's fucked up. Anyway, let's see. Yeah, whatever. Final Fantasy 9. Okay. They showed Astral Chain, the new Platinum Games game,
the new
where you're a
Platinum
cop
game
with a robot friend and you fucking fight everything
with chains.
with chains.
Hell yeah,
Yeah,
I'm excited for that.
looks neat.
I want to play that.
I hope it comes out. They also like had a sentence. They're like, "Oh, the guys doing Bayonetta 3 are hard at work." It's like, great, thanks. I'm glad that still exists. But yeah, the guys doing Astral Chain are like, it's like supervised by Kamiya, but it's the team that did Nier Automata. So I think, or at least the director.
Nier Automata was good.
So I've heard.
Mm-hmm.
And then
All the
so
both
so
Niers are
people
good.
are watching this direct and they were hoping for either Pokemon news or Animal Crossing news, and it makes me feel like I just I'm good at this, just anticipating like I know Nintendo shit and I know what to expect. Like it's February, we're not gonna hear anything about either of those games anytime soon. Like they can drop it to direct whenever they want, and it's not gonna be like, whoa, one more thing, Animal Crossing. Like, no, that's gonna be it's gonna have its own direct. It'll be a big thing. Or they could do, for E3 they did one that was all Link's or
Zelda.
Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
or all that was like Smash Bros was basically all last year's one, more or less.
You could do a full one on
Probably for Pokemon,
for
or
Pokemon.
Animal
You could do a
Crossing,
full
or
one on
both.
Animal Crossing. Yeah,
Like so. I hope they change up Animal Crossing enough to be
I'm sure
good.
they have.
Sure.
I mean, I'm still gonna play it. I don't know.
I mean, yeah, I'll still play it too, but it's just like, I don't know. But yeah, that should be good. But anyway, so we got this this cinematic of like anime style shit. And I was like, okay, this is definitely not Animal Crossing. What is this? And it's fucking Link's Awakening. They're doing a remake for Link's Awakening. They showed like a new animated thing, and they show fucking what's the island called?
Koholint.
Koholint.
Yeah.
Koholint.
Koholint.
Okay.
I think Koholint. Anyway,
Kona,
it's
Kona,
KOH.
Holint. Whatever. It's good.
It looks really good. It looks really cute.
People are bitching.
Why?
Yeah.
Get fucked.
There are people who are like, this looks dumb. The art style is stupid. I'm like, wow.
Did you see the first one when it first came out? It didn't look great either.
I just
was
don't
fine.
understand. Like, there are still people out there, like the Wind Waker people, again. Like, what are you doing? It's fun. Like,
It's one of the better
spoilers.
Zelda games.
It's in a dream, so it's supposed to look visually different. Sorry if that ruins it for people. I don't care. It's pretty obvious. I thought when I played it. I don't care. It's supposed to look different.
Yeah.
Shake all my.
They want They want it to look like the first cutscene where he kind of has like.
Well, no. What it looks like here, I pull up an image. It looks like when you when you take pictures in the game.
Yeah, that's awesome.
It's great. Yeah, whatever.
I'm really happy with that.
I kind of feel bad I spoiled it.
Why?
I don't.
It's been out since 1993.
26 years. Yeah, I don't actually feel bad at all. It's a good game, but yeah, it's also super. Like, I don't understand. Like, they try to make it like, oh, you get it. You're like, they try to make it seem like a big thing. It's like it seemed obvious. Like after the first dungeon, at the very least. Whatever.
Well,
I'm excited for that.
You have to
game.
wake the dreamer.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Right. Yeah.
Also, there's fucking chain chomps
And Kirby.
and
Wart.
Goombas and every.
Wart's in it.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see Wart in that art style. That'll be fun.
Mm-hmm.
There was a thing on Twitter I saw. It was like when Game Informer interviewed Aonuma about Link's Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Hang on. It's like, hang on. Shit. Where is it? Oh, come on.
What did he say?
It was somebody asking him is like, I thought I had it saved. Oh yeah. Hang on.
Wasn't it kind of weird when Kirby was in Link's Awakening?
He's like, wasn't it kind of weird when Kirby was in Link's Awakening? And Aonuma's like, he's like, nah, that was good. It's like, yeah, like what the fuck? It doesn't matter. It's
like, no, that was good. It was good.
It was great.
Link's Awakening was fucking great.
It's awesome.
Whatever.
I'm really excited to have that in that art style now because like there's a lot of like vertical things in that game. Like we have to fucking kill the fish in that one area, and I can't tell like how high up they are, but now I can.
Mm-hmm.
So that'll be good. And it's on
It's also on Switch.
yeah, it's on Switch, which is great.
More Zelda games are good.
Yeah. It's also like the only move they could do right now. That's like they can't just make another Zelda
Yeah.
without it being compared to Breath of the Wild, unless it's a remake, which is good, and they've remade like the best one. So in terms of like older like 2D Zelda,
No, for sure.
yeah.
This was a nice surprise.
Yeah.
It was like
And people like first for like a second in my head, I was like okay, new art style, and like they're coming back to this. I was like, why is it not a sequel? I'm like, oh, yeah, it can't be a sequel. So it's like, yeah, that makes sense. So because like when they showed they like showed like the new stuff for Link's Awakening, it's like, oh, it's not a remake, it's a sequel, but like they can do that. But
Yes.
this one can't be a sequel,
Right.
but it's still good.
You're talking about Link to the Past.
Yeah, what did I say?
Link's Awakening.
Oh yeah, Link's the best, and then Link Between Worlds is
Yeah.
the sequel. Yeah, and they can't do that with this one, but it's still
And that
good.
one was also really good. I
Yeah.
love Link Between Worlds.
Yeah, and this looks good too, and I'll play it again for sure. Even though I just played it, I feel like a couple years ago, I guess.
I mean, it's still worthwhile.
Ah, hell yeah,
It looks beautiful.
It looks awesome.
And the music is incredible.
Yep.
Ballad of the Windfish. Anyways, what else we got?
Questions.
Let's go to questions. Who's buzzing my phone?
Who's fucking pinging me? I don't care. Yeah. Hi. Questions.
Yeah.
He keeps changing his name.
Who?
It's fucking Nidge.
Big.
Big D. His name is Zillin now, because I guess that's his fucking heartless name or some bullshit.
Oh my god.
He wants to know what is the best cut of beef for a steak.
For a steak?
Yeah.
God, that's a good question actually. Because I think what did they say? Because I know some of them were mentioning it. They were saying like skirt steak. I'm like, that's not really the kind of steak you're talking about.
Raphael said either picanha
Picanha.
or skirt steak.
Picanha I use for carne asada.
And then Nidge has been saying he uses strip loin or sirloin recently.
Strip loin is really, really good.
Yeah.
I like the actual T-bone personally.
Yeah.
Like I like that because I like having a bone in it. I think the bone adds a lot more flavor to it.
Yeah.
But I don't cook steaks that often. Mostly I end up getting sirloin steaks because that's what is like the cheapest, easiest, best, quote unquote. It's not really the best, but it's like
Me and Tony went to get wings yesterday.
Yeah.
I went to Buffalo Wild Wings, and I always get fucking boneless wings, but I didn't yesterday because I was like, I want to fucking rip meat off of something. It just feels good.
I like bone-in meat. Bone-in meats are good.
It's good, yeah, for sure. There's something about it.
The secretary doesn't like it when I eat bone-in chicken wings because I put the whole thing in my mouth.
That's what I do too. Just slide it out. Yeah.
Yeah.
Those are the good ones. And then there's like the drumette pieces. I'm like, what am I supposed to do with this? Eat it like corn? The fuck is this?
Yeah.
That's fine, but I'd rather just.
Yeah, I like the what are they called, the flats or whatever.
Yeah, I forget what they're called.
Yeah, I use those. Those are the
I
ones
like
I
those too. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'll go sometimes. Me and my mom will go sometimes to get wings, and we'll get like a whole order each of them, and then we'll just swap them out. She'll be like, she likes all the drumette pieces. I'm like, perfect. I get all the flats, and she gets all the fucking wing. The
that makes sense. That's a good idea.
That's great.
Mm.
So, but yeah, that was fun. But yeah, I don't know. It's fucking steak.
It's flat. I like
T-bone's good.
Yeah, T-bones are basically what I like. But if I can get the opportunity, I get like porterhouse, like a big porterhouse.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll spend big money on a steak. You should go. Have you ever been to Durant's here in Phoenix?
I've heard it's good. But
It's fucking great.
Yeah.
That's where I saw John McCain. Recipes.
Tony the other day just went to the. He took himself there for the actual. Like we celebrated his birthday on the weekend, but he like the day of, he just went there.
Nice.
Got himself a steak. Yeah. So.
Anyways,
T-bone's good.
Correct answer is porterhouse.
I like a fillet cut.
Do you?
Yeah. Also is good.
Yeah.
They do it good there.
But I like a big chunk.
Yeah.
I don't like to have it pre-sliced for me.
That's They do that though. That's how I cook it.
I know. It cooks faster.
Yeah.
I mean, either way, you're only supposed to cook a steak medium rare.
That's what I do.
Good.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's because people that eat non-medium rare are animals. You don't deserve steak.
There are people that do rare too, and I'm just like, I can't do.
I can do rare.
Yeah. It depends on where. If I do it myself, maybe.
Yeah, I can do.
Or somebody
really
I like trust better than like some guy.
Just some guy. Yeah, no, I could do like a really, really rare steak, and it'll be like. So what? Sometimes the center is cold.
People like to do that sous vide shit.
Oh yeah, well you just fry the top part.
Well, they like cook it in like a bag in like something first, like in water. I don't know how it works.
Basically it's like baked, and then they
sear like the sides.
They sear the top.
Yeah,
and that's good. That's really good.
Yeah. That's cool.
Anyways,
steak.
Porterhouse.
I love steak.
Next question.
Oh,
I gotta pee.
You got pee.
Yeah.
Well, hang on. I can't carry this by myself.
No, that's fine. That's what I'm saying.
Nobody else shows up anymore.
Been drinking too much of that Granny's peach tea. It's mango, actually. Granny's mango tea.
God.
Batman vs Superman.
Oh, he also wants to know what's your stance on spoilers. We kind of just talked about that, but
I mean, it depends. I mean, if it's like within the past 3 months, I try to be conscious about it or conscientious about it. But it's like for a 23-year-old game.
If I'm in a conversation with somebody and like I know, like I'll try not to say anything. But if it's like there are people where it's like you're talking about it and all of a sudden somebody pops into the conversation.
It's like, oh, what do you think about this fucking thing?
Well, it's like me and you were talking about something old. Like if we're talking about Mass Effect 3, and we talk about how fucking what's the guy, the guy everybody loves,
Morden.
Yeah, Morden, and he dies.
Yeah,
and then somebody pops up and they're like, oh, I haven't gotten to that one yet.
Well, this is an AB conversation.
Well, I mean, if you're in a public chat though,
okay.
People get upset. But still, it's like that game's fucking 7 years old. Like like whatever.
Most of the time these things aren't done unless it's done specifically with malicious intent just to specifically spoil something. Right. Then you're being a dick.
Like when I did to Robert.
Yeah, exactly.
You tell him that fucking L dies. L dies. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Everybody watching. Whatever. No.
Yeah, but people do it on purpose, and then you're being a dick. But when you're not being a dick, you're just talking about it. That's
I also. Really, I mean, I don't have a problem with.
It's weird. It's almost like motive makes a difference.
Right. There's also a thing where it's like in Discord now you can do spoiler tags.
Yeah, that's great.
So that's fine. Like I don't mind going the extra step to just talk, especially if it lets me talk more freely about something. I don't have to like skirt around it.
You can do like Mass Effect 3 spoilers
like,
and then
If I actually, you don't have to do that. If it's something spoiler, even if it's a joke, and sometimes it's not a joke, you fucking click at your own risk. That's what I think.
Yeah, that's true.
Fuck them. Like those tags are there for a reason. Like,
well, it's like, I mean, at that point you're just kind of living your life kind of dangersly.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You have to actively.
I put everything in
Like
spoilers.
it's one thing if you if some people are talking like the situation I just said, like if we're talking about it and somebody like hops in, like that sucks. That's not exactly their fault because it's like a general chat thing or whatever. But if I'm like actively using the spoiler thing and you decide to click on it anyway, that's on you.
Right.
I
That
don't
makes
care.
sense.
Yeah. So, but yeah, after things like about a year old, I think it's free game. Like if you really cared about that thing, you would have gone to see it or found a way to do it.
Yeah,
Like,
I
I don't like
understand.
to pay for things. Like, fucking suck. Sucks
And
to
and
suck.
I understand that sometimes it's hard,
Yeah.
you know, but sometimes you get shit spoiled.
Yeah. Like I mean, and like
It happens.
it depends. It's a case by case thing for me too, because it's like
Like Clegane
yeah,
Spoilers.
confirmed. But like, I think when what is it? Like as Infinity War came out,
Yeah.
and everyone died,
Yeah.
and you don't want to tell that to people. But I mean, you kind of can figure it's
we
going to
just
happen.
did, yeah.
Sure,
Spoilers.
whatever. But what I'm saying is, like 3 months later or whatever, Ant-Man and Wasp came out,
Yeah.
and they reference that. So it's like now it's like when there's a next thing in a series that comes out, you need to know the last thing,
Yeah.
type of thing. So like,
It's not the end of the world.
yeah,
I mean, it's not the end of the world.
yeah.
You know, it sucks, but it happened. So watch the movie, enjoy it. You can still enjoy
Like,
it.
yeah, like if you go see like Endgame that's coming out in May,
and you don't see.
but I'm saying like, so if I'm waiting in line for Endgame and like while I'm in line or whatever, like no, you don't wait in line for things anymore. But like if we're like on the day of Endgame coming out and I want to talk about Captain Marvel, what happened in that, by then you should have seen Captain Marvel because she's going to be a big player in
Right.
Endgame. It's
Yeah.
the kind of thing. Like it's just like I don't have to wait a fucking year to talk about Captain Marvel. It's gonna be 2 months. You have 2 months to get caught up.
Yeah, and you just look at where you are. Like
Yeah.
again, it's specifically
Yeah.
where you are. But if you're like in a Discord, I think, and it's just you're like, hey, here's this random facet. Like you put spoilers, but then you can be nice
Sure.
and do like Mass Effect 3 spoilers, and then do whatever in the spoiler.
There's
tag.
also some things where it's just like it's so old that it's just like
Yeah, you don't. And
it's
at
just
that
a
point,
thing.
I think that's like for me, the 3 months
Right.
is basically my
Right.
try to be nice after a year. I don't give a shit.
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
Yeah, mostly don't give a shit. He also wants to know: have any of us watched Umbrella Academy?
No, what is it?
It's based off like a Dark Horse can't talk. Dark Horse comic.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's also called Umbrella Academy. I haven't seen it yet. I turned on Netflix and it was like the thing that it's like here's the new on Netflix and like played the trailer or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and it kind of looks like X-Men almost. Like the premise of it is like 93 women across the planet suddenly got pregnant without any warning and gave birth, and then like they all have like different powers or something, and like this guy got like 6 of them and like adopted them all and then like raised them up to like control their abilities or something, and like it shows it's like it snaps and then like it's all of a sudden they're grown up and that guy's like he's in an urn. He's dead.
Oh,
And like I guess I don't know if it's one of the kids or it's just like some other supernatural thing. There's like a talking monkey who's like their like caretaker now. I don't know, but like one of them, it's kind of like this decade's heroes. It looks like almost. Hopefully it's not as bad, but there's one kid that his ability he can like travel in time and he goes to the future and there's fucking nothing. Like everything is fucked. So it's like he comes like I think the premise at least of the first season is
trying
like
to figure out what's
trying
going
to
to happen.
trying to figure it out and try to
Okay.
fix it.
No, I haven't
So
seen that, but I'll
it
probably
looks
watch
neat.
that.
But yeah,
Okay.
I think they all have like different powers and shit. I didn't get like the best understanding of it, but it looks neat. The first season's out on Netflix now, so
I'll have to watch that.
I probably will too. Yeah,
I'll have to watch it with Secretary. She likes that kind of shit.
yeah, it looks neat. Let's see, Raphael. He says, which one of Niall's names do you like the best so far? Out of all the different
I
names,
like Big D better.
Big D,
Yeah, I'm not gonna say the other one.
Nidge. I like Nidge because it makes
Sounds
Eric
like this thing
cringe.
should be called Nidge. It just sounds dumb.
What? That
This
thing's
is Nidge.
great. No, don't call that Nidge. That's great. Stop it. Put him down. Put it down.
Anyway,
Nidge.
go out of the day. Is that the last one? What else we got? Do we got anything else?
Why you hate Nidge?
I gotta take a piss.
Fine. I like Nidge best. That's like his Twitter, I think, too. That's gonna fall apart. That thing is so fragile. It like does like the head doesn't fit on the socket well enough or something. It's weird. Expired wants to know. He says, "Do you use guides or would you rather try to figure it out yourself?"
No, I don't use guides. Not anymore.
I try not to.
Yeah.
I'm not for fucking Grim Fandango, and it's making me bash my head into a wall until I figure out
I
things.
like not to use guides. until I'm stuck in one place for an hour. Then I'm like, all right, whatever.
Yeah,
and
I'm,
I'll use it
I'm
for
old
that
now.
one.
I don't have time to like unless I'm doing it on stream. People seem to like they'll watch me suffer. I guess.
Yeah. Well, that's different. It's
It's,
like
also like I'm not against like if I'm streaming a game and somebody is like after I've been trying it for like 10 minutes or whatever, it's like this is not going to be fun for people to watch. Somebody
Yeah,
can shout out and tell me, but like don't just tell me when I start. Like I don't have a problem. It's like oh hey
I need help.
I'm using
Help me figure
the
this
fire extinguisher on the clown now. Like please help me. So like I don't understand what I'm doing.
Yeah. Okay,
So it's partly like I stream like
I'm stretching myself thin.
but I also like stretch it. I stream at the end of the night or whatever too, so I'm like tired. I'm like, oh, what the fuck to
I
do?
understand.
And like I try the next day. I'm like, oh, this is obvious now. Like I think about it for like my whole day at work. I'm like, fuck, this is what I have to do. So, but yeah, in general, I try not to do that kind of stuff. But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, it's at the point where I don't even like do like side quests and shit because I just want to get to the next game.
Yeah.
It's
Once
really
you
bad.
get to that point, I think you just don't need to.
Yeah, I don't know. But
No.
yeah. He also says, but what if there was a game you really enjoyed but then got stuck and tried everything to figure it out? Would you consider using it again?
Yeah, absolutely.
I think he's getting,
Yeah.
he's talking about me specifically here. 'cause
Oh.
He keeps watching my streams. I'm like, I'm sorry. You tell me if I'm doing bad, but I
Yeah,
don't know.
absolutely. I mean, I never speak in absolutes, and that's definitely one of those things where I just like I'm not gonna stay here and get frustrated
No, yeah.
because I'm playing a game. I'm not living this.
Yeah.
This ain't my life anymore.
Yeah. There are some things, though, where I get stuck, and it's just a matter of, like, I need to just stop for a bit, like with the fucking Mario thing. You watched me do that one day, and, like the very next morning, I tried it, like, right away, and I did it the first try.
Yeah.
And that's just, like, skill, I guess, platforming shit. Like, you just have to be able to do that. There's no guide to help you get better, but, yep. Anyway, you got to pee.
I got pissed.
Thank you. We're done.
Thank you
Thanks
so much for
watching.
listening.
Thanks
Where
for
can they
joining
find
me.
us?
We're on Twitter.
Twitter.
You're at...
I'm at Penny's Penguin.
I changed mine.
Yeah. What's yours
Yeah,
now?
mine's Mr. Game and Rush.
Oh, Jesus.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah. Fine.
It's so good.
Whatever.
Rush,
Okay.
Rush 20X.
Okay.
Stop.
Fine. Yeah.
Mr. Game and Rush.
Okay.
And is a word you have to type.
I'm Mr. Dragon Quest 11S.
Shut the fuck up. Whatever. I changed that on like Twitter, the Twitter and the Twitch. The Twitch you watch the show on is at Mr. Game and Rush, and that's also the streaming Twitch that I'll play games on.
Yeah.
Probably Mondays and Wednesdays at.
You can
8,
find
I guess.
you
I don't
can
know.
find us on iTunes and
iTunes
not
and
SoundCloud.
Stitcher,
God
fucking
damn it.
shit. Spotify, and we're on. I put the episodes on YouTube. There's not like a link for that though, so I tweet it out, figured out. I guess. Or do I tweet it out? I probably should. Whatever. Anyway, it's warm in here. I'm
Yeah.
dying. So
Well, if you want to join us, fucking, you know where to find us.
yeah.
And then
the Discord. I should link the Discord. Nah, I'm not gonna do that.
and then there's a Discord.
Die!
There's some shit for
No!
Discord. Anyways, I gotta
Hold on.
pee. Take it
See you
easy.
next week. Goodbye. Wait. Goodbye.